Guys, my name is Coach Anthony. I've been a professional boxing teacher for over a decade. I've worked with numerous world-rated professional boxers, world champion boxers, and even amateurs at the Olympic level. Over the years, I've created courses that are going to help you improve in different areas of your boxing, where I teach boxing fundamentals and I teach tactics and I get in depth. Guys, there's going to be a link somewhere on the screen. I want you guys to click it because I'm giving a special offer. I need you guys to invest into yourself. You don't have to walk this boxing journey alone, guys. I'm here to help you, and that's what I really want to do. So click on the link, go ahead, invest into yourself, and learn how to box and stop trying to figure this out on your own. Boxing life. What's going on, guys? What's going on? Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to all you guys out there. Even to the ones who don't celebrate, say happy Thanksgiving to you too. Take this as a day to, you know, just reflect, be thankful, you know what I mean? Through the ups and downs. If you're able to watch this live, if you're able to, you know what I'm saying, breathe air, you know what I mean? Just be thankful to be alive, you know what I mean? I typically like to do that on Thanksgiving. I try to sit back and reflect. Obviously, I work a lot. If you guys don't know, I work around the clock. I really don't have a schedule time that I work and don't work. I'm constantly working, right? 3, 4 in the morning, I'm answering emails. I'm talking to my staff. I'm doing all types of stuff. I'm waking up in the morning. I'm returning emails. Then we're recording, and so I'm on the go, 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 go. You know what I mean? I fit in my leisure in between all of that, but sometimes it's good to just sit back and just be thankful. You know what I'm saying? I look back and I think about everything that I'm thankful for. And of course, I'm thankful for you guys, right? You guys give me a platform to be able to showcase my talent, right? Because you guys actually appreciate what I do. Sometimes I've had these lives where there's as little as 3 people in it and we're having a great conversation. I've had lives where there's over 1,000 people in it and we're having conversations. At the end of the day, I'm thankful for it all. I come in here, we chop it up, we do Q&As. We have a lot of fun, we crack jokes, and that's really what this is all about. Is just some place for you guys to come. No days off November was really something to really for us to hang out, basically get to know each other. I feel like I know a lot of you guys. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you guys been coming in here consistently, and some of the names, when I see the names pop up, I'm like, I feel like, we know each other personally, and that's dope. You know what I mean? That's what these lives are for, to get personal. You guys can ask me real questions. It's giving you all access when you're here. No Days Off November is about to come to an end. I know you guys are going to miss me, right? We're almost there. We've been promoting the Black Friday sale since last Wednesday. Tomorrow, it's here. Tomorrow is Black Friday. This week, we launched Build You From the Ground Up 2.0. We launched How to Box from the Outside. We launched How to Box from the Inside. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic material. I'm super, super excited about it. We dropped it yesterday. It wasn't even ready to go. We let it go. The people wanted it. I'm already getting emails. People love it. And I've only dropped it for a day. I haven't even created a commercial for it yet. There's no promo for it. I haven't ran ads for it yet. Literally, for the people who came in this live, we launched it yesterday. Right now, you can go and get the How to Box from Any Range bundle for super, super discount. The CA boxing community will be up and popping first quarter of 2022. Can't give you an exact date yet because I'm still working out the logistics of how I want that thing to be. But something like this, where we have lives on a daily or consistently, at least, are probably going to be held over there. So when you purchase something off of my website right now, you'll automatically get enrolled, I should say, for free to the CA boxing community. The CA boxing community is going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to bring you guys a lot of dope things, a lot of resources. We're going to talk. You guys are going to get to upload your skills, your sparring. You guys are going to get to build a community with each other, which is what I'm really trying to do. I'm trying to build a community so we can all have some place where we can talk about boxing. I can overlook it. I can help coach. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we could talk about the courses, how the courses are helping you, what I suggest, what I think you should do with the course, how to implement the course even more personal for you. So there's just a lot of things that can be done. The possibilities are endless. And right now we're exploring those possibilities. And like I said, if you purchase something off the website right now, you're going to get enrolled absolutely free. Not to add the already super discount of 75% on the markdown bundle price. All right. The bundles are already marked down, and we went ahead and we dropped 75% off of that. Black Friday is tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day, guys. I've been promoting this since last Wednesday. I know you guys are probably like, every day he comes on here talking about these bundles, talking about, I got to do it because I already know what's going to happen. I'm going to get an email on Saturday saying, oh, Coach Ant, I missed the sale. Listen. I've been on here every day since last Wednesday, grinding it out. I've been on here every single day since day one of November. No days off November has been a journey. I can't wait to look back at it. You know what I mean? I might end up taking all the no days off November down after this. I mean, we went crazy this November, man. We'll see, man. I'll probably leave it up there for you guys to go back. There's a lot of Q&As on there. But let me go ahead and see who's in here, man. See what I mean about regular people? My man Gary Groover in here. Once again, we in here an hour before the show. What are you doing in here an hour before the show? Who are you hanging out with? I don't understand. My man, I might be wrong. Just a good reason to multitask. What's going on, champ? My man Yaz, what's good? See, I'm talking about seeing regulars in here, faces, screen names that I'm starting to remember, that I'm starting to recognize. VMNTMN. Okay. For sparring, should I get headgear with the nose bar on it? I don't think it's necessary. Some guys do it. Professionals do it a lot of the times because they don't want to get a broken nose before a big professional fight. But honestly, man, I'm not a big fan of the nose bar. I feel like it's uncomfortable. I prefer to spar with an open face myself when I do spar. So I mean, you could try it out, man. See if you could try it out, but I don't think it's necessary, man. I just think it's necessary. Gary Brewer said headgear just makes sure it had a bigger target. yo, can we get Gary Groover his own YouTube channel so you can go ahead and just crack jokes on it all day, man? This guy is funny, man. I know what my coach says is mandatory or I can't spar. Well, yeah, it's mandatory. Don't spar without a headgear. Don't listen to Garrett Groover. Okay, you need to wear a headgear when you spar. Okay, I might be wrong. With headgear, it makes your head a bigger target, but it also means when stuff just skims off the headgear, then you know you didn't have it. It would have missed. Listen, guys, headgear um is needed for sparring for a multiple amount of reasons, right? But one of the main reasons that people don't talk about with headgear is the cuts. All right. If you get cut in the gym, because it's easy to get cut, an elbow sneaks in, something, you know what I'm saying? Something happens or whatever. That's the real reason you're wearing headgear. Of course, you're trying to protect yourself from some trauma, broken noses, broken jaws, and all of that. But I mean, for the most part, you're just trying to add that extra layer of protection around your head. Okay, the headgear making your head a bigger target and all of that. I mean, listen, wear your headgear, man. Wear your headgear. All right. Bert Cassiano, happy Thanksgiving, Coach A. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, Bert. That's a dope profile picture, man. That thing was professional, man. Who did that pic? Happy Thanksgiving to everybody in here for sure. Angel Rivera, happy Thanksgiving, Coach. I'm grateful for people like you who teach and bring all the boxing info. Well, that's what I'm trying to do, man. I'm trying to make this your source, your trusted source, where you guys can come ask questions. I'm going to give you the real answers. Obviously, you can just converse with me. Like, when I first started my YouTube channel, I remember saying to myself, yo, it would be dope, like, if I can have conversations with, like, I don't know, some of the top trainers in the game. You know what I mean? Like the Freddie Roaches, the Floyd Seniors, the Robert Garcias, and all them type of guys. And they would actually give me the time of day, talk to me. I remember that, whatever. Then I did my own YouTube channel. And now with the lives, it's like you guys can actually come chop it up with me. As you can see, I done brought people on here who fought at the highest levels, and you guys are able to talk to them, ask them questions. This is a little different boxing live channel than other boxing live channels, right? Like most boxing live channels that you guys go to are going to be more so talking about the fights coming up. Like for instance, we got Teofimo Lopez versus Cambosis, and that's cool and all. We talk about fights, right? We do that. We do that here as well because boxing obviously is our passion, and we keep up with the fights the best we can. But this is also a place where you can come ask about techniques, tactics, training methods. I can give you recommendations. You know what I mean? This is just something a little bit more personal and is more focused on boxing as opposed to boxers. You know what I mean? So this is a boxing channel, not a boxing channel to talk about boxers only. We'll talk about the fights, of course. I mean, entertainment, we got to talk about the fights. We got to talk about the fights coming up. But when we also ask questions about technique fundamentals and different ideas, we could do that too. So that's what makes this channel right now a little bit unique. And I think a lot of people are sleeping on this right here that we got, but that's all right though, because when we got the boxing community and this is all for YouTube, then we're gonna go ahead and dive right in and we're gonna take it to the next level. Yo, Nick, what's going on, champ? Happy Thanksgiving. Christian Brown, happy Thanksgiving. Phil, I see you. Happy Thanksgiving. J.O. Smitty, handle your business. Yes, sir. You already know, always. Phil, well, let's get that working. What's good, Phil? Mantra reaction. Let's go, champ. What's good? Gerald Ramos, what's up, coach? Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you, my guy. J Rock, hello from Cleveland. Hello to you, too. You can still get a bloody nose with the nose guard. I know from experience. Yeah, man. I mean, listen, if you got a sensitive nose, you'll bleed easily. Like me, I bleed easily. Sometimes I'll just be having a conversation and I'll just feel my nose start dripping. I'll be like, oh man, yo, here goes the bloody nose. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't take a lot, you know what I'm saying, to make my nose bleed. And I remember when I used to box, I used to have to put so much Vaseline paws up my nose because it was like, you know what I mean? If I get hit the wrong way, I start leaking. And if you got that nose guard and that nose guard hits against your nose, I can see how it can make your nose bleed. You know what I mean? You shouldn't take them down. Great content to listen to while you drive and all that. I appreciate that, Jay. I got to get a little bit more strategic with my podcast. I'm probably going to go ahead and upload it to I do have a podcast platform that I uploaded podcasts in the past. So I'm going to have to start uploading them to that a little quicker. I currently spar with an open face. Thanks for the tip. Yeah, I personally like the open face a lot better, man. You get a lot more vision. I'm not worried about getting hit in my nose because I got defense, right? That's what these hands are for. That's why you lock these hands in place. You know what I'm saying? Bang, right? That's why you got your head movement, right? That's why you step back out of range, right? We got our defense. We're wearing 16-ounce gloves as it is. They're already pretty padded. So, you know, I'm not too concerned about protecting my nose. Like I protect my nose by protecting myself at all times. The number one rule in boxing. Make sure you write that down if you ever want to forget it, because I'm going to test you. What's the number one rule of boxing? Protect yourself at all times. I need that exact saying whenever I ask that in the future. So you got to protect yourself at all times, and that's what the defense is for. You know what I mean? So I'm not worried about wearing a nose guard. Like you got to understand, man. Like I look, the pros wear the nose guards not because of any fear per se, but more so cautious because they're professional prize fighters and they don't want their nose broken before a big professional fight where they're getting a check and then they might have to pull out the fight. But most guys I know, they like the open face gear. You know what I'm saying? They like that. They like that vision. They feel comfortable. If they could, they would spar without headgear. A lot of pros, but you know, you got to wear the headgear, right? Just to protect. Just is everything is like it's like wearing a seatbelt, right? Like you wear a seatbelt not necessarily because you want to wear a seatbelt because you know you have to. You wear a headgear for the same reason, but a lot of the extra stuff I don't think is necessary. But if you feel that you need it, go for it. Happy holidays, coach. Happy holidays to you too, champ. Santa, Buttercup, build you up 1 and 2. Good choice, man. You're gonna love it. I appreciate you, man. If you guys don't have any of my courses right now, is the time to get the Master Boxing Bundle for Black Friday. Everything is on there. I changed the price like 3 times since I've created the Master Boxing Bundle. The first time it was $425, but it didn't have Build You from the Ground Up 2.0. The next time it was $462 because we added Build You from the Ground Up 2.0. And then now, obviously, it's around $562, I believe. But we have How to Box from the Outside and How to Box from the Inside and Build You from the Ground Up 2.0 added on top of everything else that I've already had on the website. So Build You from the Ground Up 2.0 is a $200 course. How to Box from the Outside is a $250 course. How to Box from the Inside is a $250 course. Okay, so that is right there $700. I'm only charging $125 for How to Box from the Outside and How to Box from the Inside, and an extra $50 for 2.0 when you use the discount code. So right now, the Master Boxing Bundle is hands down the best bundle. Plus, you get added to the CA Boxing community, and we're going to have a lot of personalized lives, webinars, courses. You're going to be able to upload your stuff. We're going to have a lot of fun in the CA Boxing community. It's going to be similar to this, but probably more personal, and with more options and more resources. So, I think right now is a perfect time for you guys to jump on board. What's the next much watch boxing fight? Well, TY or Tati, I don't know how you like, what would you like me to call you, but um this weekend we got Teofimo Lopez versus Cambosis. So I mean, you have to be a boxing fan to really know who these two guys are, like a diehard. But that's the next big fight, and that's literally in 2 days. You have that fight, and you have Stephen Fulton versus Figueroa. That's also on Saturday. Two different networks. You're gonna have to bounce back and forth. But those are two really, really good fights, and they're actually this weekend. Like, we've had nothing but good fights back to back to back to back to back. Like, literally, like it's been nonstop. Boxing is alive and well. Anybody who told you boxing is dead is lying to you. Boxing is alive and well. We're getting some great matchups. We got YouTubers fighting TikTokers. You know what I'm saying? We got people who never watched boxing before paying attention now. Boxing is alive and well, and it's up to us to keep it going. So we have to make sure we support the fighters. We watch the fights. We support channels like mine that is going ahead and teach boxing, so we can create new boxers and new talent. Boxing is alive and well. So, we just got to keep pushing it. But yeah, man, this weekend, man, check them out. Google it so you can find out what networks they're on. Ate my way up a weight class. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone, man. You ain't the only one, champ. Coach, definitely don't delete the November videos. Yo, there's so much jewels. Yo, there's so much jewels in the No Days Off November. I'm just a little disappointed that the views aren't higher. I ain't gonna lie, low key. A little disappointed that my lives haven't jumped up more. Maybe it's because I've been going live for like 3-4 hours at a time. Like, literally 4-hour lives, man. It's crazy. Like, yesterday we was on here for 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? But so much happens in these lives, especially when we keep them going. We go from giving out freaking courses that I didn't think I was gonna sell, to giving crazy discounts, to having conversations with you guys, sending you guys the link, having you guys come up here, chop it up with me, bringing in guys like Moonshine, Eddie, Tevin Farmer, Raymond Ford, who fights this weekend. We got to check out Raymond Ford. You know, just so much stuff that we've done, man. Oh, Devin Haney's father came on here. Uh, you know, Bill Haney. I mean, we've just been going and going and going, cracking jokes. Steve Upshur, Eddie Chambers, my man Billy. Big shout out to Billy. Just so much stuff that we've been doing, man. We just been having a lot of fun. So yeah, I'll leave them up. And if I do take them down, I'll tell you where you can watch them. J Rock. I'm 47 years old. I used to do 16-round workouts when I was young. Do you prefer 10-minute rounds on heavy bags? What time denomination do you prefer? Okay, J Rock. So the answer is 3-minute rounds, right? I like 3-minute rounds because when you fight in a professional boxing match, you fight for 3 minutes. So we do 3-minute rounds. I don't do 10-minute rounds. Now, there's been times where I'll set the timer for 10 minutes and just let a guy bang away at the bag. There's been times that I've done that myself. But if I'm really preparing a guy to get in physical shape, I'll demand a certain work rate for 3 minutes at a time with a 30-second rest. And then we'll repeat around, I don't know, 4 to 8 times, depending on the shape, depending on the workout of the day, right? Maybe if we did mid work and spar that day, I put you on the bag for 4 rounds, maybe 6. If there's no mid work, no sparring that day, maybe I put you on the bag for 8 to 10. You know what I'm saying? It just depends. You know what I'm saying? It gets changed on a daily. But for the most part, a general rule of thumb is 3-minute rounds, 30-second rest. Because typically you rest 1 minute in a real fight, but we like to do a 30-second rest so you can get a little bit more comfortable with having a short rest rate, because in the fight you're gonna have that built up anxiety, and that minute's gonna feel like 30 seconds. So in the gym where there's no anxiety, there's no pressure of a crowd or anything like that, we typically cut the rest time in half, so you can learn how to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? To get you kind of prepared, because trust me, a minute in the corner, it's gonna feel like that. You know what I mean? So, and even if you're not fighting, to get that realistic training, that training camp feel to your program, that's how you want to approach it. Macho reactions. As a shorter fighter, what's a good way to utilize my jab more? I usually cover with my right hand and jab with my left, so mine hits them and theirs doesn't. What do you think? I talk about that and how to box from the inside. We actually go over a whole segment on being a shorter fighter versus a taller fighter. Um, but a quick tip for you would be, don't go in on a straight line, because if I'm here and I'm shorter than you and you're taller than me and I throw my jab and I'm in a straight line, even if my hand is here and I catch it, I'm still going to lose that battle because I got to stop right here. You know what I mean? As opposed to my hand falling short because I'm the taller guy. So a better idea would be when they throw that jab, I am slipping and popping my jab. So now their jab goes over my shoulder and I can actually land my jab as I step in. Once I feel impact, then it's up to me to make a decision on how I want to continue working my way on the inside. So that's a quick tip, but we actually talk about this on how to box from the inside. And it's a really, really good topic that we touch on. How to box from the outside, I should say. How to box from the outside and how to box from the inside. We touch on two different things: how to control the outside as a shorter guy, and how to work your way in when you want to fight on the inside as a shorter guy. So there's both courses touch on these things differently, and they're very informative. Raimundo Lanas, what's up, champ? Hello, coach. Can you talk about the cross arm guard? Do you like it yourself? Hope everything's going well with you. Thank you, man. I mean, look, I may have a guy incorporated slightly, but I don't sit there and teach that as a main weapon. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not comfortable with a guy standing like this the whole time, right? So if we're standing here, I like a relaxed stance nowadays. My stance has became more of a hybrid over the years. I used to say hybrid till somebody corrected me, but more of a hybrid, right? So I actually make a video on this called um the relaxed stance. And actually yesterday I was share screening my my YouTube videos. So if you guys want me to share screen, I can actually put that YouTube video right now. We can share it and talk about it. Or if you prefer me to just talk about it right here, just drop a comment below so I can know where you guys your mind's at. But I'll just do it right now real quick. And if you guys want to dive deeper into it, we can. But traditional boxing stance. Boom. Okay. I am here. Right. So let me just hide your comment for 1 second. Okay. Traditional boxing stance, I am here. So I could block the body. I could block the body. If a right hand comes as an orthodox fighter, I can block the head. Right. Notice I bring the hand slightly up to the temple. If somebody throws that left hook, or I could bring the phone to my ear. Right. Look, bring the phone to your ear. Right. So I'm blocking the left hook. Boom. Now the left hook can be blocked several different ways as far as the body mechanics go. And I'm not going to touch on that. We touch on that on Defensive Principles 101 if you don't have the course. Several different ways, and how to set traps and counter punch. We talk about that as well. But anyway, okay, make a long story short, I'm pretty much in a locked in position. This is traditional by the book, the way I was originally taught. The lead hand slightly higher than the rear. Okay, right hand on the right side of the chin. Okay, so therefore I can block and I can catch. Okay, nowadays I like this hand somewhere in front of the shoulder, and I like this right hand. This one moves. So this one could be slightly under the chin, it could be slightly on the right side of the face, it can even be on the left side, near closer to the shoulder. This hand is gonna move, and we know what we call this. We call this the catcher's mitt, right? So we can do more than one thing with this, and we can fire with this. So there's no one place to put this, but it's gonna be in this generalized area. Pause. It's gonna be right here, right? It's gonna be somewhere in this area. Okay. Now, where am I going with this? Okay, so now I'm here, right? With this hand slightly lower than my rear hand in a sense, but in front of my shoulder, as you can see, it's lined up with my shoulder, right? I like that because from here, if I want to implement the Philly shell, somebody throws that right hand, it takes nothing for me to make the decision to turn that. You see that? So I'm here, someone throws the right hand, boom. Now notice what I do with this hand, right? This hand is slightly on the right side of my chin, just in case somebody comes with a hook, right? I could bring it to the temple. But as this comes here, this hand's going to open. So anything that slides up the middle, I can catch. Something comes a little bit higher, I can catch, okay? Also, once I do this, it's no problem for me to come back. All I gotta do is close the hand, bring a shot, okay? Now, as my hand is here in front of the shoulder, the way I just described, if I decide I don't want to do the Philly shell, the shoulder roll, right hand comes, easy adjustment to block it right here. Okay. Also from here, this hand is nice and relaxed, which means I can throw up jabs. I can throw straight down the line jabs. I could turn them into hooks, right? It's nice and comfortable. I want to come over here, digging a hook to the body, I can. Just a lot of stuff you can do from that relaxed stance. I got a whole video on it on YouTube right now where I describe it and explain it. Basically, how I just explained it right now, but standing up, obviously, and demonstrating more. And these are the little adjustments and tricks that I picked up over the years as a coach that I like for myself. Now, caveat. Sometimes I may be here, but then sometimes I might be here. Sometimes I might be here. Sometimes I might lock in and be here. So you have to understand that as well. Too many times I see coaches nowadays giving you the one-stop shop, the one way to do it, the one way to skin a cat. You know what I mean? Like my boy Billy likes to say, there's more than one way to skin a cat, right? And the truth is, there's more than one way to do it. There's more right. There's more than one right in boxing. You know what I'm saying? If it works, it works. So what I like to do is blend everything, put everything together. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I'm here, sometimes I'm here. Sometimes the hands might be a little further out. It just depends on what my attempt is, what my strategy is, what I'm trying to do. Let me go ahead and scroll down a little bit more. I'm over here just trying to, because I know I was talking for a minute, guys, so I'm kind of just skipping a bunch of comments just to get to the bottom, because I know I was just talking about that for like freaking a minute. That relaxed stance is key, coach. Yeah, absolutely, man. It's just adjustments that you learn over the years. You know, the problem is when you learn how to box in the beginning, we got to give you that robotic style because I'm teaching you the fundamentals. I'm teaching you the basics. So like when I say robotic, I more mean like everything by the book. So like when I teach a guy day one in the gym, I teach him this. Like I teach him because I need him to understand. I need him to understand this. I need him to understand this. You see, when I throw that right hand, it's going to be hard for you to hit me with a hook upstairs because my chin is behind my shoulder. I need him to understand this. I need him to understand. I need him to understand. So, I need him to get that, right? So if I'm here, right? But then once we get a little bit more experience, you see the hands move. You know what I mean? Something comes down the line. Boop. See what I'm saying? Boop, boop. So if I'm here, I can do a cross arm for a second if I want. You know, I'm like, bop. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of like but I'm not crazy about it. Some coaches like it more than others. I'm not saying it doesn't work. Me personally, I'm not crazy about it. I might do it on the inside from time to time. But you know what I'm saying? Bop. You know what I mean? Do something like that, a little shove off with it. But you know what I mean? Because the cross block is really here. If somebody throws a hook, you can land it on your elbow. You know what I'm saying? Someone throws a left hook, bop, they hit that thing on that elbow. It hurts. There's definitely times that you can use it, but I wasn't taught that way. It's kind of like Taekwondo, kickboxing, and Muay Thai. They all throw kicks, but depending on which discipline you learn from is what you're gonna really run with. I never really ran with that whole cross block style, so that's not really my twist. I understand it, but for me, I prefer something a little bit more protective to the body and the head. So either I'm gonna keep my hands here, and if I do decide to bring them up, it's gonna be only in moments and not the whole time the fight is going. Can you talk about upper body positioning with traditional boxing and specifically how the upper body should be angled? I always keep my chin down, elbows tucked, and right hands to my chin. I actually got a video called Positions where I talk about 3 positions, man. It's old, man. I ain't done this. I remember I dropped this video a long, long time ago. It's really underrated, man. It's a freaking good video. And then I redid it kind of recently, but I actually did this video a long time ago. You guys want to see it? Let me see if I can pull it up. Give me 1 second. This is the beauty about videos, man. This is why I'm so adamant about selling my courses, because I already recorded a lot of the questions you guys have. You see what I'm saying? I already made courses on this in the past. Like I literally made this course a very, very long time ago. Very long time ago, man. Like it goes to show you that a lot of the questions you guys think about, I've already answered. In my courses, they get in depth. YouTube, I'm giving you like an appetizer. My courses is giving you like the full platter. You feel me? Let me go ahead and share the screen. All right, so boom, I got the screen shared. All right, let me go ahead and chop this for you real quick. Macho, stick around real quick, all right? This video was made 4 years ago. Hold on. Look at that, y'all. 2017. I've been dropping game on y'all since 2017, man. Like, this is a fact. Since 2017. Let's go, Coach Anthony Boxing on YouTube Experience. My goal is to bring you guys the best videos I possibly can and teach you guys the best way that I can. All right, this particular video. Damn, my internet's acting a little slow. Let me know if you guys are able to see this. And a lot of intermediate boxers might not understand all the basic positions there are in boxing. All right, head positioning, upper body positioning is very important when you're either being offensive or defensive. For some reason, I guess because I'm streaming. So this is what I'm gonna do, Macho. I'm just gonna go ahead, copy this link. All right, make this easy for you. I'm not gonna go ahead and make your eyes bleed like that. Okay. And I'm going to put that link right there. You can easily copy, paste that link, and put it in your notes. And if you're watching this on your phone, copy it, throw it in your notes. You got a reference to where you can actually watch that video in full. For some reason on my end, it was looking real choppy. J-Rock, you said you could see it clear. Did it look clear to y'all? Because it didn't look clear to me on my end. But I am streaming this on the internet, wireless, and it could be just on my end. Let me know. Oh, you guys can see it. Macho, you there? All right, let's try it again then, guys. Let me try it again. It was pixelated. Yeah, that's what I mean, J Rock. It was pixelated. I don't really want to give you guys a pixelated video. It's a little bit, it's a little bit not, it's not coming in right for some reason. Let me see. Fences, and you kind of got to know pros and cons. I don't know why it's coming in like this, to be honest with you. It's probably because I'm streaming and trying to share the screen. Sometimes this doesn't act as trying to take a look one more time. Give it another chance. This whole Coach Anthony. Okay, now it looks clearer on my end. So let's see what happens. Boxing on YouTube experience. My goal is to bring you guys the best. Yeah, it's acting up. So yeah, I'm not gonna make you guys go through that right now. I'm not gonna make y'all go through that. But what I will say is this: just grab that link, watch it later. And it talks about everything on Macho. So you know what I'm saying? All your questions will get answered in that. As far as the positions go, there's 3 positions in boxing that I like to talk about. And that's the middle, that's the over the lead leg. And then you got, of course, more so on the right side on the back foot. So yeah, you know what I mean? You can watch that. You can watch that and it will give you some really good information. And of course, the courses, all my courses, I dive into all these topics in full depth. So you guys are going to love the courses for sure. Yo, coach, at my gym, they really teach us or use the right hook to the head, mostly the shovel, hook to the body, and right uppercut. Why is that? Okay, good question. Good question. So the reason why a lot of trainers don't like to teach the right hook to the head, okay? My bad. I just got thrown off by Daniel Arjona's comment. Your inner performance matters here. I just tried it. It is good. What is good, Daniel? I'm sorry, Stefan. So let me go ahead and answer that question, and I'll chop it up with him in a second. So the reason why the right hook doesn't get taught by a lot of coaches to a lot of beginners, I should say, is because beginners, for one, you're already right hand dominant if you're a righty, right? And when you throw that right hook, everybody wants to throw the big punch. Everybody wants to throw the big punch. But when you're throwing the right hook to the head, you're exposed. Okay, that's for one. For two, it's slower than throwing a straight right hand. Okay, the right uppercut on the inside, of course, is a good move. But the right hook to the head is a good punch. It just depends on when you do it, why you do it, right? You know, if you watch certain guys who know how to implement the right hook, you typically throw a right hook when a guy's covering up like this. You know what I mean? You bring that right hook around the side. You feel me? But you don't want to throw it from a distance, and that's what a lot of beginners do. And then they get right hook happy, and they only want to throw the right hook, and that's the big problem. That's the big dilemma. So I think it's more so to protect the fighter from building a bad habit of wanting to overuse the hook, because a lot of guys don't want to throw their straight punches. A lot of guys only want to throw the big punches, especially when they're first starting out. Everything is about bolos and overhands and hooks and uppercuts. In reality, you got to really master the jab and the straight right hand, and the hooks and the uppercuts come after that. So, you know, it could be more so because they just don't want you to build a bad habit. Wolf, what's good? Hey, coach. I'm not sure if you remember me. I sent the email video to you of my daughter boxing with me. I'm watching your videos. Keep up the good work. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I hope your daughter is good. Is she still boxing? Let me know if she's still boxing. Let me go ahead and put this up here, guys. Of course, I got to remind everybody, CA Boxing, CA Black Friday 75. You get 75% off all the courses. Of course, you go to CoachAnthony.boxing.com. Right now is the time. Black Friday is at midnight, but guess what? We've had this sale going since last Wednesday, so you're not going to have an issue. You're going to be able to grab a course. And of course, the time is ticking, guys. The time is ticking. So if you really wanted to get anything from me, if you ever wanted to support me, support me by getting a course, because I want to give you something as you're supporting me. You know what I mean? I had a lot of people say, hey, man, what's your PayPal? Or let me just, don't give me nothing unless you're getting something, right? So go grab a course, man. That's how I prefer for you guys to support me. If you guys want to go ahead and give me money in any way, right? Grab a course. That's how I want you to grab, because at least with the course, you have real value. And right now, the courses are underpriced dramatically. Trust me on this. I always use 16-ounce bag gloves on the heavy bag, but I was thinking of dropping down to 10 ounces or 12 a couple times a week to simulate a better output. Just wanted to know how you feel about that. A lot of professional boxers do that before their fights. So, I mean, it can work. Just be careful that you don't hurt your hands. So make sure you wrap well. Make sure you got the gloves on right. I don't have a problem with that at all, Bert. Bodyboarding Chronicles. Coach Anthony, who are all the fighters you train? I would love to check out YouTube fight videos. I work with Tevin Farmer. He had the world title at 130 pounds. He defended it 6 times. Our most recent loss was to Jojo Diaz.
It's 23 hours.
But he fought. He defended. You could watch Tevin Farmer's fights. You know what I'm saying? Watch his highlights. Watch Tevin Farmer at his best as opposed to at his worst, which was his last performance. And take a look at Tevin. Of course, you got Fast Eddie Chambers. Watch Eddie Chambers versus Samuel Peters. You have guys like that. And I train many amateurs. I train Hammer and Hank Lundy, Eric Hunter, King Mo, the MMA fighter. I've worked with a lot of fighters here in the Philadelphia area as far as mid-work training goes. Stephen Fulton, who's fighting this weekend for the unification world title. I worked with him back in 2017. Helped him out. I've given so many good fighters in this area and across the world mid-work. Not necessarily work the corner with them, but train them in the gyms and stuff like that. So, and I've had some really good fighters. I got a fighter right now that fought in the world game tournaments and went to the Olympic trials. So I got a nice little resume of guys that I've worked with over the years for sure. Yes, she continues to improve more each day because of your videos. Your videos are top notch. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate the positive feedback, and I appreciate the fact that you chose me to help your daughter. Just make sure you take it slow. Build you from the ground up. 1.0 and 2.0 Wolf is something I highly recommend. I'm not trying to be a salesman, but I'm being very serious right now. If you want to build her from the ground up, that is the perfect course from me, because you can actually do it step by step and make sure she has her fundamentals intact, which are which is very serious. So check that out. Eugenie Malo, coach, is a check hook a punch for more so for the rangier fighter? Well, more so is a good way to put it, but not necessarily. A shorter guy could pull it off, but I would say if you have a little bit more distance, it's a little bit easier to drop that shoulder back as you're throwing that, 2 knuckles over the top. It's almost like an overhand bang, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would say that you would want to be a little rangier, but if somebody's overcommitting that's taller than you, and you can go ahead and just throw that hook over the top, it can work as well. So if a guy comes lunging in or something like that. So it just depends on the situation for the most part. Yes, sir. Bodyboard Chronicles. Quick little break real quick. Guys, my name is Coach Anthony. I've been a professional boxing teacher for over a decade. I've worked with numerous world-rated professional boxers, world champion boxers, and even amateurs at the Olympic level. Over the years, I've created courses that are going to help you improve in different areas of your boxing, where I teach boxing fundamentals and I teach tactics and I get in depth. Guys, there's going to be a link somewhere on the screen. I want you guys to click it because I'm giving a special offer. I need you guys to invest into yourself. You don't have to walk this boxing journey alone, guys. I'm here to help you, and that's what I really want to do. So click on the link, go ahead, invest into yourself, and learn how to box and stop trying to figure this out on your own. Boxing life. Yes, sir, guys. As you know, if you use Black Friday 75, you get 75% off all courses. Let's go ahead and keep this Q&A going. Clinton, what's good? What's up, coach? What do typically do to fix fighters? What's up, coach? What do typically do to fix fighters who struggle to change speeds on their punches? And what are some tricks to change this? I love how Chocolatito changes speeds. I actually made a video on YouTube on how to change speeds. Look it up. Put Coach Anthony Boxing changing speeds on the heavy bag. Changing speeds is exactly what it sounds like. You're just changing the pace. You're changing the beat. You know what I mean? I might go bop bop, and then I might go bop bop. You know what I'm saying? So if you're hitting the bag or if you're shadow boxing, you know, you'd be like bop bop, boop 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 boop. You know what I'm saying? Shoulders a little tweaked, man, but you know what I'm saying? You just switch the speed. You go a little bit faster, a little bit slower, a little bit faster, a little bit slower. So um that's really all it is. Same thing can be implemented with the footwork as well. Hey coach, how you doing? What's your view on conditioning fighters with hits, punches? Seeing people do this to the head, which okay. When guys are getting hit to the head, like when they put the fighters to do it, man, it's terrible. Whoever came up with that concept is not a nice person, you know, at the least to say. It's terrible. I would never, ever, ever, ever recommend it. I would never do it. Anybody who's doing it needs to stop doing it. You know what I mean? Punching somebody in the face to condition the face is probably one of the stupidest things I ever heard in my life. So that's basically my answer to that. Boxer, what's good, champ? Macho, my man Macho coming in with the Q&A today. What do you think about the small thinner bag mitts as opposed to 16-ounce gloves for bag work? They both have different things. The smaller gloves are really good for conditioning the hands, but it takes, you know, some conditioning. So you don't want to just jump right into throwing heavy bag punches hard. But those smaller gloves, a lot of the old school guys used to use it. I actually have a pair myself. You know, you touch the bag with it. You try to condition the hands. That's really what they're for. But you can't jump into it extremely aggressive right off the rip. You have to take your time. You have to move slow with it. But then eventually you can go ahead and condition it. But then I would go ahead and I would hit the bag for 16s more so I can have something a little heavier on my hands, really dig into some hard punches. So every size glove has their own benefits. J Rock, I train and spar occasion. Which course do you recommend? I train and spar on occasion. Which course do you recommend I purchase? I train at home, heavy bag as part of my workout. J Rock, I'm gonna be honest, man. I recommend them all. I recommend the Master Boxing Bundle because after tomorrow, when the Black Friday sale is over, that 75% off is done. So if you wanted to get everything in my catalog tonight, you can get it for not only the bundle price, 75% off of the bundle price. So the truth of the fact of the matter is I recommend them all because then you can go through them. Let's just say in 6 months you decide you want to do something, you already own it. It's already in the catalog. But if you're going to jump right into it, I have to know what level you're at. Obviously, Build You from the Ground Up 1.0 and 2.0 is fantastic for the beginners. The beginner footwork drills is fantastic for a guy who doesn't know much about footwork and just wants to understand the basics of it and learn that. How to set traps and counterpunch is very, very, very good. Very, very tactical, very, technical. There's a lot of tricks and tips you're going to learn in that. Angles and how to create them, same thing. A lot of things you're going to learn in that. The Philly shell system, great for defense. Defensive principles 101, great for defense. The list goes on and on, man. How to box from the outside, how to box from the inside. Do you see how you need everything? Then I got the heavy bag conditioning killer combo package, which is 150 combinations to the head, 3 courses on that. And then we got the heavy bag conditioning drills. So if you want to add some conditioning to it, the conditioning drills is in there. Like everything is needed. And that's the thing about boxing. Everything is needed in boxing. You need offense, you need defense. You need a jab, cross, hook, uppercuts. You need power punches, but you need speed. You need combination punches, but you also need a good single shot at a time. You need counter punches. You need defensive punches. You need to be offensive when you need to be offensive. You need to be able to fight from the outside. You need to be able to fight from the inside. You see what I'm saying? Everything needs to be touched on and talked upon and then refined and like there's so much. So I'm gonna recommend the Master Boxing Bundle to you so you can have it all. That's the truth. And then when the prices go up on everything, you could be like, ha, I got that already. I'm good. I got it on Black Friday. You see what I'm saying? So that's my opinion. And thanks, coach. I was asking if it's okay to hit hard to the mix section for regular condition or only do this pretty hard. I think you could do it to the mid section, like, but you have to build up to going harder with it. I would never go extreme with it though. Like some of these guys who go super, super, super extreme. But I would, build up to it. Like with the medicine ball, you just like you work it, and then once you tighten them abs up, maybe they go a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think that it helps, but everything has to be done. You have to level up in everything you do in life, and that's just how life works. Like everything is about getting to the next level. You don't just jump into anything. You don't just jump into throwing the medicine ball in your stomach as hard as you can. You do it to where it's a little uncomfortable, but you can handle it. Next time, and then you increase, and then next thing you know, you got nice tight stomach. You're also doing other things like ab workouts and stuff to help you with that as well. So it's just a mixture of things, and everything takes time. Coach, I was reading a book on breathing, advocating for inhaling and exhaling through the nose only. What do you think? Rigondeaux and Iron Lung Salvador Sanchez never opened their mouths during fights. Well, yeah, if you open your mouth during a fight, breathing, if your mouth is open and you get clipped, broken jaw, right? That's why they say bite down on the mouthpiece. Because if your mouth is open, see that? That bottom jaw, Goop, real easy. Mouth closed, a little bit harder, right? That jaw. So you don't want the mouth open, pause. Also, but the thing is, when a lot of guys when they're punching, they'll ha ha. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be careful. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I think that the book that you're reading is giving some good advice. You have to also be careful about getting your jaw broken. Eugenie Malo, buy the whole package, dude. Appreciate you, man. But the truth is the truth, man. Like that's why you gotta understand. That's why I rushed getting how to box from the outside and how to box from the inside this week. I could have easily waited. See, that's what you guys have to remember. Like, I could have easily waited. The commercial's not even done. I could have just said, you know what, Black Fridays is done. Wait a couple weeks, drop it, and people will pay the 250 for it. But I rushed to get it out for Black Friday so you guys can benefit from it. So my thing is take advantage that is in the bundle now. Get those courses as well. Build you from the ground up 2.0. You know what I'm saying? I just dropped all these courses, 4 courses in the last 2 months. You know what I mean? We went hard with 1.0, 2.0, how to box from the outside, how to box from the inside. It was a lot of effort put into these courses, and they got done just in time for Black Friday. A lot of people aren't even going to know about it because I didn't even put no ads out for it or anything like that. So it's really the people who have it here. By the time more people find out about how to box from the outside and how to box from the inside, I'll be selling those things for $250 a pop, and it'll be regular to them because they basically they weren't participating in what you guys are participating in, right? That's why these lives, and that's why my email list, that's why watching my YouTube videos is a benefit if you want to learn from me because I'm trying to give guys discounts, deals, hook guys up But if you don't know what's going on and you just come to the site for the first time on like a random day, like January 16th, you're probably paying $250 for something. You know what I'm saying? So, my goal is to help you guys at the same time you guys are helping me, right? You guys are keeping me in business. You guys are helping me out in that way. And I appreciate the support and I'm more than grateful for you guys. But at the same time, I want to give you something back. So I'm trying to create the most value, right? For a very affordable price on top of what I'm already doing on YouTube, which is weekly videos, daily lives, TikToks that are, take old videos and create TikToks out of them so you can consume the information in 1 minute or less. So make sure you guys go to TikTok. Follow me on TikTok at Coach Anthony too, because there might be a little quick nugget in one of those 1 minute videos. You're like, damn, that was only a minute and I got something out of it. So that's what I'm doing on TikTok, Instagram. You know what I mean? I'm on all platforms trying to create value for you guys on top of the courses. You know what I mean? I never knew about the jaw. Yeah, J Rock. This. Look, I ain't got you ain't got to you know what I mean? I used to get mad as hell when my fighters used to they're breathing with their mouth open, their mouthpiece is hanging out their mouth. I'm like, dude, that's how you get your jaw broken, man. Bite down on the mouthpiece. That's why coaches say bite down on the mouthpiece. I'm trying to get you guys them questions is rolling in now. So let me go ahead and try to you know, get you guys questions. Good question. I actually made a video on this, Bert. Hey, coach, how would you recommend working on your defense solo at home? Thank you for answering all my questions. I appreciate you, Bert. Great question because I had people ask me, how can I work the Philly shell from one of your courses, the Philly shell by yourself, or how can I work defensive principles by myself? You know what I'm saying? Heavy bags don't hit back, and it's a genius question. How the hell are you gonna work it? Okay, something called shadowboxing and visualization, right? Now, remember this, boxing is a two-man sport. So, yes, you're going to need somebody at some point to help you with your defense, whether that's a trainer throwing the mitts at you and you're catching it, or a friend of yours and you guys are drilling, right? But if you're by yourself, right, let's just say I want to work the Philly shell, the shoulder roll, right? I'm here and let me go ahead and take this off. I'm here and I want to work my shoulder roll. I go in the front of a mirror so I can look at myself and make sure that everything's tight. So I could be like, you know what I'm saying? Right? I could work on my bending, right? I can work on my blocks, right? I could ba 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 roll under, block, punch off of my blocks. See what I'm saying? Look, I blocked the hook, I blocked the right hand, I came back with a cross. I blocked the right hand, I blocked the left hook, I came back with a hook. I blocked the left hook, I blocked the right hand, I came back with an uppercut. I blocked the left hook, I came back with an uppercut. You know what I'm saying? Different things you could do. You know what I mean? And I just work it in my shadow box. You know what I'm saying? Someone throws a right hand at me, I catch it with the catcher's mitt, but then they try to hit me with a hook. So then I gotta drop over here and block the hook. So as I'm shadow boxing, You know what I'm saying? I throw my jab to the head. They throw a right hand, I slip. As the right hand goes over the head, I dig to the body. Boom, I bring it upstairs. Boom, I come with the right hand. Boom, I come back with the left hook. Boom, the left hook comes. I drop down. I pivot around. Pop, pop, pop. I can go all day and day. I can go all day with this. Everything's already here. You know what I mean? I've ingrained it over 20 years. Everything's already here. So my thing is when you guys are shadow boxing, that's when you work it. Go in the mirror, go in the ring, hit the heavy bag. When you're hitting the heavy bag, don't just punch the bag, jab the bag, and envision somebody punching back. You know what I'm saying? And when you work your defense enough and you know what defensive moves to do, you can create these situations in your head. You can create them in your head. But you can't create them in your head if you don't know what's going to happen or you don't know what punches to look for. That's why you have to be taught. That's why you have to have boxing IQ, boxing knowledge. That's why you have to, what was I going to say? That's why you have to shadow box. You have to hit the heavy bag. If you have the opportunity to spar, you need to spar. If you're a fighter, this is even easier because if you're a fighter, you've already been through stuff and you can kind of create these situations in your head. The more experience, the better. But that's how you do it, champ. Bill Burr, big shout out to my boy Billy. I gave you a shout out earlier, Bill. You didn't even see it. Happy Thanksgiving to you, my brother. As you can see where I'm at, I'm right here in the lab working. Working right now, guys. As you guys know, CA Black Friday 75. You will save 75% off all my courses. Yo, let's be real, guys. Let's be real. I got to be honest with y'all. I really got to be honest with y'all. We've already been talking for an hour. Now, most podcasts and shows typically cut it at an hour. We've already been going for an hour, man, and it just flew by. It flew by. Like, is it just me, or did this hour go by like that? Drop in the comments if this hour just went by like that. Like, how easy was this hour? Like, imagine being in the gym for an hour working out. How long you're like, damn, I'm in this gym for an hour, man. I gotta get out of here. Like, I've sat here and chopped it up with y'all for an hour. That went quick, man. That was a quick hour. Like, I've answered some questions. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know, man. Is it just me, or is this hour just went by super fast? Or maybe I'm the only one who feels like that. Yo, Macho, right? That was quick, bro. Like, I remember when you first came in, you asked me the first question. That was a quick hour, man. Like, it's crazy. Francisco, what's going on, champ? Happy Thanksgiving to you. It really did. Wow. Yeah, man. Bert, it went quick, man. It went quick. Macho, I'm a cop and save that video, coach. Great live. I'll tune in tomorrow. Thank you so much, Macho Man. Yeah, man, for sure. Just know that the Black Friday sale is ending at soon as Friday's over. So make sure you jump on that. I will be on here tomorrow. I will be on here Saturday. I will be on here. So no days off. November's not done. November is done next Wednesday. So I'm still here for quite a few more days. So we're gonna chop it up. Get your questions together. I'm here to give you guys all the answers, the most value I can give you. Um, you know what I mean? Grab the courses, show support. I support y'all. Y'all support me. Let's go ahead and let's keep this going. I'm gonna stay on here, man. I'm having fun. That was only an hour, but guess what, man? I'm sticking around. If y'all in here, I am in here. Let me show y'all all the courses real quick. Instagram. As you can see, I am live right now, chopping it up with the people, with the family. Make sure y'all get in here. Come chop it up with me, man. Black Friday sale is on right now. CA Black Friday 75% off all the courses, all the bundle packages, the CA boxing community. This is a no-brainer. Instagram, get in here. Come chop it up with me. Yeah, man. Just posting for Instagram real quick. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. We in here, though, man. We are working. We are working, man. I'm trying to be quick here. I'm trying to multitask, man. As you can see, I am live right now, chopping it up. Make sure y'all get in here. All right, we working, guys. We working, man. Press the like button, guys. Eugenie, man, I appreciate that. Crazy BX Dawn. Wow, I just got on. I'm 56 and would like to learn the fundamentals. Do you have suggestions on how I should start? I have a few injuries and would like to learn. But man, I got the perfect. You came to the right place, man. Build you from the ground up. Build you from the ground up. Go to the website, CoachAnthonyBoxing.com. I got build you from the ground up, man. It is exactly what you're looking for. Quick commercial. This is build you from the ground up. Probably one of the most important courses on my website at the moment. And it's because I'm going to teach you step by step the fundamentals of boxing. See, you want to make sure you have a good foundation. You have good fundamentals. It's no different than building a house, right? You want to have a solid foundation so you can build on top of it. And that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to teach you the same way that I've taught hundreds of people throughout the years from owning a gym. I've also had the opportunity to work with numerous world-level professional fighters, amateur fighters at the Olympic level, and they all had one thing in common, and that's good fundamentals. Okay? You have to have a solid foundation if you want to go ahead and building on top of this, all right? But this is just a really good starting point. So for all my beginners out there, intermediate and advanced boxers, let's go ahead and let's get started. You already know. Yes, sir. Build you from the ground up, champ. That's the one for you right there. You can go to the website, CoachAnthonyBoxing.com, and you can get that. You can practice that in the privacy of your own home. All the courses can be watched on a smartphone as well. So you get logged into a portal. You create a login. You can watch them here. You can watch them on the laptop. Anything that provides you access to an internet, and you can go ahead and just log in the website, put your code, and you're entered into a portal. Any course that you purchase from me will be entered into that portal. If you go to CoachAnthonyBoxing.com, you can get build you from the ground up bundle package right now, really cheap. Everything is 75% off, and that's that. If you don't want to do what I just suggested, Crazy BX Don, then you got to find a boxing gym and you got to find a trainer who's willing to train you. That's your other option, and you're probably going to have to pay for personal training, which can get very pricey over time. If you think about this, guys, now watch this. Let me just give you some game real quick. I've been doing this a long time, man. I'm not a fly-by-night guy. Most of you guys know that already. I try to explain that to the people. I'm not a fly-by-night guy. I've been out here for quite some years teaching this sport. Now, I'm just sharing my screen for 1 second, right? I just want to make sure I got that on there. If you go to a boxing gym and you're part of a group gym or whatever, they worry about the group. I know because I owned a gym and I used to put people in groups. Okay. Now, with that being said, you want to go further. You want to learn more. Well, guess what? You're going to pay anywhere from $100 to $200 an hour. Let's just say you don't live in an expensive area. You're paying anywhere from $50 to $200 an hour, depending where you are. You're in New York City. Dawn, I'm going to expect you to pay anywhere from $125 to $200 an hour for personal training. In one session, you're not going to get enough because you're dealing with a person one-on-one. He has to fix your mistakes. You're going to spend thousands of dollars on personal training. Now, you go to my website, right? CoachAnthonyBoxing.com. You go right here. You go to the beginner boxing bundle 1.0. This is the cheapest one that I got right now. Well, actually, it's not the cheapest. That's the crazy part. It's not the cheapest. You're going to get build you from the ground on 1.0, the beginner footwork drills, and you're going to get defensive principles 101. This is a $100 course. This is a $200 course. This is a $250 course. You're only going to pay $112 for Black Friday as long as you use the discount code CA Black Friday 75, right? That's $112. That's cheaper than most personal trainers in New York City that will train you for an hour. You will have these courses, access to these courses, and you'll be able to go to them for years to come. Okay. 2.0 just gives you an extra course, is $150. Now, this one right here is actually a really underrated one. Build You from the Ground Up 1.0 and Build You from the Ground Up 2.0. You're only getting 2 courses, but you're paying less than $100. You're paying $87.50. All right. The Defensive Wizard, the Philly Shell System, Best of Principles 101. We touch on all forms of defense. You're only paying $100. You're getting $500 value. You're saving $400 right off the rip. So all of these are here. I've talked about this many times. Of course, you can get everything on my site right now for $587.50. It's a no-brainer, considering that if you was to get all of them right now, you would be paying $26.50, okay, if you was to buy them within time. I only say that to say this, all right? I only say that to say this. You go to a personal trainer, you're paying $100. That's the lowest I charge is $100 an hour, and that's if I know you. If I know you, I do it for $100 an hour. If I don't know you, you might be paying anywhere from $250 to $500 an hour for personal training. I don't do personal training the way I used to. I'm very hand selective, right? So if you think about this, you're getting years of information that you have access to on a daily for $100. You know what I'm saying? So, or even $500 if you get all of them, all the questions. So I think about that. That's why when I buy courses, I buy like real estate courses, I buy Facebook advertising courses, I buy email marketing courses. I've spent easily thousands of dollars on courses on areas that I know I need to improve on. Like I need to improve on Facebook ads. I need to improve on my real estate knowledge and stuff like that because I want to eventually start getting into real estate when I get enough money one day. So when I do my education, right, I have to learn, but I have to spend money on it. It's worth it. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing for boxing. If you're serious about it, invest into yourself, especially when the investment is this low. Black Friday's tomorrow. Guys, let me go ahead and get to some of your questions. I'm here to educate you guys, not just here trying to sell you guys courses. I just really, really, really want you guys to take advantage of the specials that I have, considering that tomorrow is the last day. Tomorrow is Black Friday. And if you don't take advantage of this tomorrow, we're going to be on this live in a couple of days. And you guys are going to be like, hey, Coach Hands, there any chance I can still get that Black Friday sale? I might not be in a good mood that day when you ask me. You feel me? Let me go ahead and talk to some of the people right here. Crazy BX Dawn. Wow, thank you for that. No problem, BX, man. I wish you the best of luck on your journey. And I hope that it works. And of course, you always have the option to go find a boxing gym. And if you do, wish you the best of luck. But I'm here for you if you need me, man. My YouTube channel also has an abundance of free information. Okay, so you can basically type something in, put Coach Anthony next to it. I'm pretty sure I've already touched on a lot of the topics. So, you know, it's really a no-brainer. Wow, because is the best boxing library on the internet. Listen, I'm just getting started. Listen, I took my foot off the gas. I gotta be honest with you guys. Like, I started dropping less videos. I stopped recording as much. I got a few injuries. Like a lot of people don't know. Like my shoulder hurts. I had like a lower disc issue in my back. You know what I mean? So I've had like a little bit of injuries. I don't move the way I used to, right? Like I used to move really quick. I got videos showing you guys that I can move real good if I want to. So sometimes I'm not as motivated as I used to be to do these videos, but I got so much stuff that I've already recorded. And then, but now I'm working on it, right? I'm doing the physical therapies. I'm feeling better. I'm working on my diet. I'm trying to get myself back to where I once was not too long ago. And 2022, man, God willing, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be very, very, very aggressive on the internet. I'm taking this as serious as I've ever took any business that I've ever, been part of. And my goal is to bring you guys the best boxing knowledge, the best boxing experience on the internet. That's the goal. When I first came into boxing, right, I remember I told myself, I got a goal. I want to be a trainer that owns a gym one day. I did it. Then I remember when I was a trainer, I said, you know what? I don't want to just train fitness clients. I want to actually train a professional fighter. I did it. Then I said, you know what? That's not enough. I want to actually be on HBO one day, or ESPN, or like Showtime, one of these major networks, and I want to be in the corner. I did it. Then I said, you know what? That's not enough. I actually want to work a world championship corner. I wasn't specific enough. So what happened? I did it more than once. came short. After those couple of losses in the corners, I said to myself, I actually, you know what? Working a world title corner isn't enough. I was like, I want to work with a world champion. I did it. Been with a world champion, and we defended the title. Anything that I've ever thought that I really, really, really wanted to do has came into existence. It has came to fruition. Thank God, right? Now, the goal is to have the most informative online presence for boxing. Now, am I going to be the biggest channel? Am I going to have the most subscribers? Who knows, right? I can't control that. We'll see how that ends up going. But I can guarantee you this. When you guys are here, you're going to get top-notch quality. And if there's less people than there should be, it's all good because the people who are here are the people I'm going to focus on. So that is the goal, and that is what's going to happen. I'm already putting it out there. I've already put it into the air the same way I put all those other goals into the air, right? When you really believe in something, as long as you put one foot in front of the other, you can make it happen. And that goes for a lot of you guys too. For you guys out there who want to be something, if you guys are interested in boxing, like my man BX Don, who's 57 years old and said he wants to get into boxing. Look at that. How dope is that? Let's sit back for a second. BX Don, you still in here? Let's talk about the BX Don real quick. I didn't spend enough time talking to you, BX Don. Let me go ahead and get your comment. Wow, I'm 56 and would love to learn the fundamentals. How dope is that? I got guys 22 years old saying I'm too old to do this. I don't know, man. I got guys 30 years old. Oh, man, my back hurt. My man, the crazy BX Don, is 56. He got injuries and all that. And said, I want to learn how to box. BX Don, I'm going to put a link in here, man. I want you to come in here, BX Don. You are inspiring me right now. You are the perfect person, BX Don. And I swear to y'all, ladies and gentlemen, this ain't staged. This is 100%. BX Don, click that link. I want you to get in here and talk to me if you want to. I would love for you to get in here and talk to me real quick. My man is 56 years old and said he wants to get into boxing. What does that tell you, man? As long as you have ambition, as long as you want to do something, it's never too late. It's never too late to do it. But you got to actually want to do it, and you got to put one foot in front of the other. And I'm living proof of that. A lot of people don't know I don't even have a high school diploma. You see what I'm saying? I didn't even finish high school. I've owned businesses. I've accomplished every goal that I've ever set out for myself. And I think that I set my bar too low. I set my goals too low. It's time for me to set bigger goals. I'm a little bit too comfortable with the goals I've set. Me working with one world champion ain't enough. I need 10. I need 20. I need to be in the Boxing Hall of Fame one day. That's the kind of goals I should have. But right now the goal is to have the number one boxing platform on the internet so I can help as many people in the world from one location. I can't help everybody, right? I can't travel to, different countries. I can't do all of that. You know what I'm saying? People can't afford to come over here and train with me over here. But I tell you what, as long as there's an internet, I'm literally talking to somebody from a different country every single day. I'm literally teaching people from a different state every day. BX Don, I'm not in New York City right now. You feel me? Let me go ahead and do this. Add to the stream. BX Don, what's good?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm good, my brother, man. This is your first time on my channel?
Oh, absolutely. I caught a few of your videos in the past, and yeah, I was just looking through my YouTube and I saw the notification, and I saw that you were live, so I said, let me tune in.
That's dope. That's dope, man. So talk to me a little bit about why at 56 you decided that you want to start learning boxing.
So, well, to be honest, I never received formal training, and well, I've been a student all my life, went to school, did a whole lot of advanced degrees, and I tried my best to sort of have a foothold in, martial arts. But I always said that, the one thing that kind of linked all the combative, kind of fighting skills together is movement, footwork, just having a basic understanding, which I never ever was trained to do. So, I always felt like I was lacking. And, as far as my age goes, I never really used that as an excuse. But I gotta admit, man, these nagging injuries can really be a pain in the behind. But still, as long as I'm alive, I still want to learn. You know, so that's it in a nutshell.
Right. That no, and that's dope and that's very inspiring because I got injuries too. Like I just told the people, my shoulders bothering me, the lower disc in my back over time has gotten worse. And I feel the nagging stuff already. And I'm not, 56 years old. And some days it's hard for me to get up and go to the gym, but I force myself to go and I go anyway. But it's dope to hear somebody who's actually older, like yourself, still hungry for the knowledge, still hungry to learn. You know what I'm saying? So, um, where in the Bronx are you?
So I'm in the military,
Oh,
and um, but yeah, I grew up in New York City, Harlem, South Bronx. Then I went to school. And now I'm in San Antonio, Texas, and I did try the gym route, and it was set up like a classroom, and they were good with basic fitness and basic drills. They had us all with our individual bags, and they had us just um, working on basic drills and things like that. But for me, I think for me, I'm kind of old school. I need that sort of personalized individual training where somebody's there to show me exactly, correct me, answer questions, that sort of deal. And then COVID hit, so that was that. And I think around the time that's when I started seeing your videos, and I was like, man, I had something like that, you know, in my 20s or 30s, no telling, where I would be at this point. Not to say that I would ever step in the ring and compete or anything, but just to have that, that knowledge just in case, I got to put it to work while I'm out in the street or whatever. So, um, but yeah, it's a big boxing town, and like I said, throughout my travels, I've run across many fighters and stuff like that, and people move and people go on with their lives, and I just never had anything that was solid, so.
yeah. So yeah, man. I'm without trying to sound like a sleazy salesman. I'm gonna highly recommend my uh beginner boxing bundle 2.0 because I have a build you from the ground up 1.0, which is teaching you the basic fundamentals, like literally day one. So if you walked into a gym, you didn't know where to start, we tackle that on 1.0, exactly how I teach guys. Then we move on to 2.0, and I'm going to keep those going. But right now, I only have two out. So you have 1.0 and 2.0. I also bundled it with the beginner footwork, and I also bundled it with defensive principles 101. And the reason I added the defensive principles, even though that might get a little bit more advanced, is just so you can understand defense as well, not just the offense. And that's the 2.0, and that one's extremely affordable. I'm sure that you're not going to have an issue with that. So I would recommend the 2.0 for you so you can have it all bundled up right now. You want to start off on the line. That's what I tell guys. You want to start off on the line. You want to work the line. The old school trainers would put guys on the line for anywhere from 8 months to a year, just stepping with their jab, making sure that their technique is good, making sure that their crosses are coming out straight, stepping, making sure your feet don't come too close together, make sure they don't step too wide apart, stepping right, stepping left, the basics, how to hit a heavy bag, the basics. That's where you're at in your journey right now. I wouldn't worry about tactics and strategy and all that stuff right now. The main thing is getting the body mechanics to move in the way that boxers throw their punches, understand how that works. Of course, you have to be very careful with the injuries that you have. So I'm gonna suggest you warm up well and figure out different ways. I don't know exactly what you're dealing with, but I would talk to a professional in that area for that before you start working this stuff. Also, you know what I mean?
So let me ask you this. I'm kind of a weird uh person. I always like from the waist up. I don't think I would ever have much of a challenge as far as learning, but man, my feet suck. And I was wondering, have you ever built anyone like from the waist down first, or you even incorporate the entire body with the with the fundamentals, like you just articulated a few minutes ago. um I always seem like if I got that down cold, like just waist down, waist down movements, and then slowly incorporate the top. I was just wondering if you ever found an individual that needed that.
Listen, and that's the beauty of, I think that God, the Most High, whatever you believe, put me in a position to work with beginners on purpose for the first 5 years of my journey. Like when I first opened the gym, I didn't just jump right into working with world class professional fighters. I've gotten some great opportunities over the years, but I started off working with the everyday kid, and I opened a gym here in New Jersey. It's just outside of Philadelphia. We're about 5 minutes from Philadelphia. You know, I'm exaggerating. Like 10 minutes from Philadelphia. We're like 5 minutes from Camden, New Jersey, which is like a very rough inner city. But my particular town is very suburban. It's uh, in New Jersey. It's a nice place. And a lot of the guys that came through my doors, were suburban kids, not athletic. You know what I'm saying? Don't have any kind of, you know, machismo to them. And I used to teach them. It takes time, though. The thing is, you have to be patient with yourself, and work what needs to be worked on until there's no longer something that needs to be worked on. So I think the biggest problem is people aren't patient enough, right? You have to be patient. So, for instance, to answer your question, yes, I have not once, but hundreds of times. I've had people that can't figure out how to step forward, how to step right, how to step left, and I had to spend time developing it. And I think it made me a better coach. I think that's the reason why I'm able to explain and teach so many minute details when I teach. Like I've had trainers who I learned a lot from call me up and say, what's crazy? I would have never thought to teach that little detail because it's like either you get it or you don't. And I came back at them and said, listen, I gotta teach those details because the guys that I'm teaching, they're not athletic people. They're not the most natural fighters. Like when you get these kids from the inner city who's been athletic their whole life, playing outside, playing sports, fighting on the streets, even before they walk into a boxing gym. These kids are built for boxing. That's why some of the best fighters are from the hardest areas. I'm teaching kids that don't deal with that. You know what I'm saying? And I've taken some of those kids and turned them into really good amateur boxers. So um, I have a lot of experience with that. That's why I created a course called Footwork Drills, Beginner Footwork Drills, which is literally only focusing on the feet. I don't talk about punching in that course, and that's on that bundle that I'm talking about. So if you wanted to just focus on your feet, you can literally just watch that. If you want to go ahead and put it together, then you put it together with the Build You from the Ground Up. Footwork is not as hard as it sounds. It's simple. I could give you game right now, but of course it's better if you run across the course. But if I'm stepping forward, it's the front foot first. If I'm stepping backwards, it's the back foot first. If I'm stepping to the right, it's the right foot first. And if I'm stepping to the left, it's the left foot first. So the key is you don't want to cross your feet. The key is you want to keep the separation the same I mean, of course, it's going to get wider as you step the front foot, but then when you step to the back foot, you're going to get back to this. If I step to the back foot, it's going to be wide for a second, but then it's going to come back to this when you're done. So once you learn these things and you practice it slow, and the fact that you have injuries, beautiful, more excuse to go slow. I'm not here to impress nobody. I'm not here to try to become a world champion overnight. I'm going to watch the video and I'm going to take one lesson from the video and focus on that for today. And that's it. And you could do it in the privacy of your own home. You could do it in your living room. You could do it in your room, whatever. And that's the lesson for today. And if you feel like you didn't get enough of a sweat, you can bang out your push-ups, your sit-ups, your other exercises in between, but you could just work on these little fundamentals just to get that down. You do anything long enough, you're gonna get it. I guarantee you, you focus on this for the next 3 years, by the time you're 60, you'll be like, man, I'm 60, but I know how to box now. I had a guy 69 years old who sparred, every day with guys in their 30s, 69. He would spar guys in their 30s. Of course, these guys in their 30s were beginners, but he started at around 50 something years old, around your age. By the time he was 69, he was able to handle him. I mean, it sounds like a long time till you're in it, and then you're doing it, and you're like, you know what? Damn, that 10 years, 12 years went by. Like, so it's
Yeah,
better to start now. You feel me?
yeah. So, all right, appreciate it. You know, and like you said, I have no problem starting at the kindergarten level. Maybe one day I'll be able to be, or at least have 25% the skill of, what's my man's name? Tony. He always baffled me with his elusiveness.
You talking about James Tony?
Yes, yes.
Oh yeah, well then you're gonna have to get the Philly shell stiver system and start working that shoulder roll. Ain't nobody did it better than James Tony. I mean, you're talking about the top of the food chain when you're talking about James Tony, but you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
it's
And it's funny how you did that. And like I said, from the waist up, I never had a problem with I never had a problem with imitating or that sort of style, but it was just that, like I said, moving around, movement, and it's all. I mean, I know it's all connected, and I know it's all connected with power and elusiveness. So I really appreciate your time, man. Thank you
I
so much.
appreciate you, and I appreciate you for inspiring the chat right now. You probably, to you it's regular, but I think to a lot of people they're gonna see like, you know, as long as you're alive, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna want to keep getting better, and you know what I mean. You always got a chance to learn something new, and it's always a beautiful thing. So I salute you for that, man. You inspired me today, man. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow inspired to keep learning and keep trying to get better.
Well, thank you very much. And yeah, you're never too old. I don't like to sound cliches, but yeah, until you pushing up daisies, man, every day is a learning experience. And again, it's never too late. I'm probably a way better student at this age than I ever was.
I think that's the beauty with age. Even myself, you learn to put the ego aside as you get older. I'm learning now at this age, you know what I mean, compared to myself, 5 to 10 years ago, to just put the ego aside. You know what I'm saying? If there's something I need to get better at, just accept that and learn it. And don't try to act like I know something that I don't, or get defensive when somebody calls me out on something I need to improve on. These are all things that come with, I think, time. And the sooner you can accept those things, the more open you are to learn, right? The cup has to be empty. It can't be full. If you want to learn, you know what I'm saying, you got to have that empty cup.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely.
Yes. Yes, sir. So, all right, crazy. I hope you grab the courses, and if you do, keep up with me because I would love to see your journey. Also, so when people purchase a course for me, everybody who purchased a course with me this week is actually going to get included to my CA boxing community. The CA boxing community is something that we're launching in the first quarter next year. I don't have an exact date. I haven't sent the emails out, but if you purchase something from me, this goes for everybody. You will be getting an email at some point letting you know that you're part of the community. And it's going to be something similar to this, where I'm not going to do these lives every day on YouTube, but there will be more part of a private community, and that's going to be absolutely free once we get that going. So just be on the lookout for that.
Okay, look forward to it.
Oh my God, take care.
All right, take care.
Yep. That was real dope, man. That was real dope. That's what it's all about, guys. Just constantly trying to learn something new, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really what it's about, trying to get better. A lot of guys get stuck in their ways and they don't want to learn nothing. And I'm just glad to be in a position that I can teach what I know. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the things that gives me joy is teaching what I know. Some people don't like to teach what they know. I know people who literally would say, man, I ain't got time to be teaching nobody how to do nothing. I got my own thing. Um, and I respect it because a lot of the times, it's like talking to a brick wall when you try to teach somebody. I've had situations where I try to teach people and it's like I'm talking to a brick wall, right? It's like a waste of my time. So that's why personally, I really enjoy doing stuff like YouTube videos and courses because I'm talking to a camera. And then if you want to get it, you get it. If you don't want to get it, you don't get it. If I do a YouTube video, you want to watch it, you watch it. If you don't want to watch it, you don't watch it. But I get a chance to express myself on camera, let it all out, package it up, and provide it, whether it's on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, or my website. And it's up to you guys if you want to take the information in, if you want to, learn from me. It's up to you guys. Nobody got a gun to your head. Nobody's forcing you to watch it, but it's there. And that's what gives me joy. You know what I'm saying? And then when I get people email me and say, hey, man, I won my fight last week. I did this. I'm like, sometimes I say to myself, are these people lying to me? Like, did this guy really even fight? And then I'll look them up and they actually did fight and they're giving me emails saying that they won. And I'm just like, that's crazy because, we're in a new time. We're in a new time, man. We're in a time now where it's like you don't realize that you can learn from people all across the world. I've learned so many things on YouTube from people. They don't even realize they taught me. You know what I mean? They did a video. I watched the video. I implemented what I learned. I know it. Half the time, I don't even know who I'm learning from on YouTube. I just type in how to blah, blah, blah. Maybe I want to learn something about my phone. Matter of fact, with my car. I'll have issues with my car sometimes where I don't know what's going on, like a sensor light cuts on or something, and I can't figure out what the light is, how to cut it off, how to turn off light and blah, 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 right? Some dude posted a video on it. Don't know who he is. He has the same exact car I have. I go ahead, I watch the video step by step. As the video's playing, got the button off. Thanks. Now I know how to cut that light switch off. Just watched it from a dude who I don't know from a can of paint. He literally just taught me. He literally just taught me. I just did that with a freaking phone. He don't even realize he just taught me. I don't even realize who I just learned from because it's not like I'm following every move he makes. I just typed in how to blah blah blah. I can imagine how many people has done that on my channel. How to throw a jab, how to throw a double jab. They watch my channel, they consume it, and they move on with their lives. They never come back to my channel. Then I have others who consume it and then they get engraved in it and they're like, yo, I just binge watched 30, 40 of your videos. I did not realize how much content you have on there. I have people in here who's been following me for years yesterday telling me they didn't see the videos that I was streaming. We were doing a share screen. I didn't even know you dropped that video. You've been following me for 5 years. You've never even seen all the videos that I've put out on YouTube because I got so many. You know what I'm saying? So I just say that to say, take advantage of the internet, guys. The internet's a beautiful place if used correctly. If you use the internet incorrectly, then of course it can be a depressing, stressful place. It's all about how you utilize it. And I try to utilize the internet for positivity, education, and teaching what I know. Europe, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving to you, champ. What's going on, champ? Coach, happy Thanksgiving. Let me ask you, if you want to compete on boxing and the only choice or the only gyms in my area is boxing or fitness, is it worth it? Okay, so you sound very similar to my man who I just spoke to, the BX Don. And the answer is if you go to a fitness boxing gym, chances are you're not going to get what you're looking for. Unfortunately, You got to understand that boxing is no longer a poor man's sport. Boxing used to be a poor man's sport, right? And I say that to say that a lot of boxing gyms only, that nowadays are catering to a different demographic of people. They're focusing on fitness clients. They're focusing on high purchasing personal training clients. It's a business now. They got an overhead. You got these gyms opening in towns like LA, like, New York City and Manhattan. And, it's no longer like, oh, custom model Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? Or like these rundown gyms in the inner cities with the old guy trainer who's been around for 80 years. And this guy takes you under his wing and turns you into a world champion. Boxing's not like that as much anymore. I mean, you still have it. I know some trainers that do it. I know a really good trainer in Philadelphia right now. Really good trainer. He's my boy. Even he's not charging cheap anymore. And he brings fighters to competitions, and you know what I'm saying? He works with damn near the whole Philadelphia right now. And he's not cheap anymore. You know what I'm saying? Boxing's no longer a sport where you're just going to walk into a gym and get one-on-one attention and fight. And if you join one of these fitness boxing gyms, you're going to get exactly that, fitness boxing. And if you want to go further and dive deeper into it, you're going to have to probably do personal training, or you're going to have to find one of those gyms that are focusing on fighters. And if you do find one of those gyms that are focusing on fighters and are willing to even take you on, you're going to have to bring something to make that coach really want to take you on. So if I get a kid right now, he's hungry, he wants to be a fighter, he's probably going to have to do personal training for quite some time until I see something. And then it's 0 hours. Then when I see something, I'm like, you know what? This kid got it. You know what? I could do something with this kid. All right, you ain't got to pay me personals no more. I'm going to take you under my wing now. That was your investment into getting yourself in a position to now I'm going to train you for free. Or you're only going to pay gym dues now. You see what I'm saying? That's how the game goes now. But you got to find the trainers that actually have experience working with fighters. These fitness boxing trainers, that's not what they do, man. It's a totally different thing. I train boxing trainers. You know what I'm saying? And it's the truth. It's a fact. I train boxing trainers who work at these type of facilities all the time. And they pay me top dollar for it. And it's because they want to learn from me, because when they go back to their classes, they want to go ahead and be a better coach themselves. And I'm okay with that. I don't have an issue with that. But they're not in a position to do what I do yet. They have to go through the process the way I did. And, that's the difference between a professional boxing teacher, which I am, and I'm proud to say, and a boxing fitness instructor. Two different things, two different levels, it's like almost like two different professions, to be honest with you. Tony Galvin, what's up, Coach Anthony? What's up, Coach? Happy Thanksgiving. I had a question. I just bought your master bundle, and I noticed that the price went up on the bundle because the extra videos was added. Do you know which were added? Yes, I added Build You from the Ground Up 2.0, How to Box from the Outside and How to Box from the Inside. Freaking love them courses, by the way. I love them so much that I dropped them early. I was going to drop them the first quarter of 2022 since we didn't make the deadline with the commercial. See, if you guys been following me throughout this whole No Days Off November, you'll know that I did say I was going to get the inside and outside course for Black Friday, hopefully. I got Build You from the Ground Up done, 2.0. Quick. I'm not going to play the whole thing. Just a little quick touch on that real quick on what it is. What's going on, guys? Your boy Coach Anthony. Welcome to Build You from the Ground Up 2.0. Basically a continuation of Build You from the Ground Up 1.0. 1.0 was really good to get you started, to teach you the basic fundamentals. Now we're going to go ahead and continue it so you guys can have a little bit more of an intermediate level style. Boom, right? I didn't get a commercial done for How to Box from the Inside and How to Box from the Outside. I'm currently running ads on that commercial right now. I run ads. I don't just talk to you guys on YouTube. I got ads running. I got email lists going and all that type of stuff. I didn't create um a commercial. So I said, you know what? Scratch the how to box from the inside, scratch the how to box from the outside. I'm already doing a crazy deal for Black Friday, 75% off the bundles. I already dropped Build You from the Ground Up 2.0. That's good for now. I'll just wait until 2022. So then in the beginning of the year, top of the year, I got something new for the people. But then I was watching the course, literally, and this is no cap, this is 100% fact. I was watching the course and I said, "Oh my God, I can't wait to let people see this." So I came on here excited yesterday about it, talking to the people. People said, "Release it. We don't care. Release it right now. Who cares if you do?" So I did that. So I went ahead and released it. I went ahead and added it to the bundle. You can get those two courses by themselves right now for 125. They're 250 a pop full price. You can get them both for 125. The sale is out of control. Um, and right now, uh, they're part of the bundle. So you made a really, really good decision, Tony. You're gonna be so pleased with those courses that I added to the bundle. It's well worth the extra hundred and change or whatever it is that you paying more than the Ford. Trust me, 100%. 100%. You know what I'm saying? For everybody who purchased the master bundle before, don't worry. You can easily go ahead and pick up how to box from the outside, how to box from the inside, and the Build You from the Ground Up 2.0 with the discount code is going to come out to basically the same thing. You're not going to have to worry about that. All right. So, don't feel left out. Just go ahead and make those purchases to those particular courses and you're good to go. Super J. Cole, my guy, was good. What personal trainer would you suggest? Say if they bought build video. I'm not sure what that means, Super J. Cole. Can you explain a little bit more? Clinton Sims, since it's been proven that boxing can help with Parkinson's disease, manage the effects of the disease, have you ever trained somebody with Parkinson's or any other disorder? I've never trained nobody with Parkinson's. I've trained people with Tourette syndrome. I've trained people with other mental health issues, but I've never trained nobody with Parkinson's disease. Coach, what's the best advice you can give to a shorter fighter? Don't let being short discourage you. That's the best advice I can give you. Don't let it discourage you. Learn the game. Learn how to use your height as an advantage for yourself. Learn how to be short and make it hell for the taller guy. So the number one advice I can give to a shorter fighter is don't let the fact that you're shorter discourage you. And how to box from the outside and how to box from the inside. We talk about that quite a bit. We talk about being the taller guy and the shorter guy and all that stuff. So you should definitely check those out, Brian. Thanks, Coach. I've already seen some of the courses, and I can already tell I got a lot for the money. Tony, trust me, man. Trust me, man. You definitely did. Man, I'm super excited, super stoked, and super honored that you guys are choosing me to get these courses from. I can't tell you, man, this ain't a one-way street, right? It's not just me giving you guys deals. It's you guys helping me, supporting me. And I'm really, really, really grateful for you guys. Thankful, I should say, right? Today's Thanksgiving. And the truth is, I'm very thankful for you guys. You guys are great. You guys make me feel good. You guys make me want to continue to teach. So it is a two-way street. I appreciate you guys, and that's why I try to come on here, go live, answer as many questions as I can, create as many YouTube videos as I can, do things to show my appreciation to you guys as well. So this ain't just a one-way street, guys. You guys are highly appreciated. Believe me, man. If I don't say that enough, make sure that you guys get that from me. Everybody who's in here, who's showing support, is highly appreciated. Do you think you're going to drop more courses in 2020? Absolutely. The courses ain't going to stop. We just getting started, Tony. We working so hard. 2022, I'm putting both feet to the ground and I'm going to work, man. I'm going to work, man. I mean, I'm just going to work. Actually, man, I'm probably taking it light right now. This is light what I'm doing right now. We about to pick it up. For all the boxers in here that need help getting a coach, that's all. I know what you mean, champ, but I'm still a little bit thrown off. I'm not sure what you. I'm sorry, J. Cole. I'm just reading this wrong. I'm not figuring out. Can you just like rewrite the whole question from the top, and then let me just try to figure out what you're saying again? Coach, why is it that almost all U.S. boxing trainers, including yourself, hold mitts for the left hook too close to the fighter? Not criticizing, just want to know why. Um, well, I'm not quite sure what you mean about too close for the left hook. I typically hold the mitt somewhere in this area, and then they gotta punch through the target. I mean, so what do you mean by too close? I mean, I'm not taking offense to what you're saying, but if I'm catching the mitt, one, two, three, it's almost like where I am throwing the hook is where I'm catching the hook, right? It's right here. It's lined up with my shoulder, right? So it'd be like, bop, bop, bop. Okay. That's typically how I catch a hook. Bang. Right. And if you're in front of me, right? If I'm catching the hook here, and if I was to get closer, it's around where my face would be, right? Right. Boom. If I throw the hook and I landed here where the face would be, so I throw it to where the face would be. So I'm not gonna hold it way over here. See what I'm saying? Bop, bop, bop. So I'm not quite sure what you mean, Eugenie. And I'm not taking offense. I'm just trying to figure out what you mean by too close. I mean, if the fighter throwing the left hook bends the elbow past 90 degrees. I'm not the best with degrees. I know. I call this the 45 sometimes. I mean, so if my elbow is here, this would be what, 90, right? Right, this 90, right? So if I'm punching the mitt, I need to get here for the most part. It's not gonna be perfect every time, but sometimes the elbow might be here. I've seen, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes the elbow might be here when you throw the hook. When Eddie throws a hook, sometimes Eddie's hooks come out like this. They're like a hooker cut, right? They can be here. They can be here. You know what I mean? As long as you get that impact, you want to get that perfect technique and form fundamentally, it would be here. But even so, if I do get it here, then the guy's mitt has to be here. So if you think about it, my mitt needs to be here for him to get that 90-degree here. So I'm going to go bop, bop, bop. That's where I catch the hand, right here. Gives him a chance to do that. So I think this is something that we might have to do on video one day or in person together. When I got a fighter, it's going to be very hard for us to get this answered, all the way through until we have a fighter in front of me and I'm holding mitts for him and I actually can explain on camera for you, Eugenie. But yeah, I really don't know. But you know, I like to think I'm up there with the best of them when it comes to the mitt work. So I try to put the mitts in the right positions for the right situations. If you're a beginning fighter, don't really know what gym to choose, how would you fix the confusion? Well, you have to know what you want. Then you have to do your research on the gyms, the trainers, and that's really it, man. If I go to New York City and I want to train with fighters, I'm going to do my research. Where do the fighters train in New York City? So it's going to take some effort. It's going to take some research, right? Then I'm gonna go there. Then I'm gonna speak to the owners. I'm gonna speak to the trainers there, and I'm gonna say, hey, I really want to box, and I'm a beginner. Where do I begin? And that's really all it comes down to, man. Being transparent. Don't go in there with an ego. Don't go in there demanding nothing. Just go in there and say, look, I'm serious about competition. I've thought about this for a very long time. Don't know where to start. I want to fight. They might say, well, come on. Or they may say, eh. And then typically what happens in those situations, once you just get yourself rolling, then you kind of just find your way, right? Because you'll meet somebody and somebody else will meet somebody. So let's just say you join a gym and this gym basically gives you the run around. They're like, yeah, come on, we'll teach you how to fight. And you're training there for a while and you're like, man, I'm not really getting what I want here, man. You know what I mean? This isn't really what I like. But you're still mingling with the other members. You're mingling with the other people at the gym. And you say, yeah, man, I feel like this gym is cool and everything, but I don't know, man. I kind of just don't like it. Like for fighting, I think it's a nice place, but it's just not what I'm looking for. And somebody might say, hey, man, have you heard about Coach Anthony down the street? He actually has a gym too, and they work with guys. Why don't you go check him out? Then you'd be like, who's Coach Anthony? Oh, he's a trainer down the street. Go over there. Go check out his gym. See what they could do. Oh, where's it at? Oh, it's right around the corner, 3 blocks down. But whatever. You go, you come in. Hey, Coach Anthony, I actually train down the street, looking for a different environment. Wanted to know if you provide what I have. Yeah, man, what kind of experience you got? I got a couple of months, no fights, just trying to learn. Yeah, you came to the right place. See what I'm saying? That's how it works. So you have to just get into the journey, start training, don't overthink it, but do your research and be transparent and be open to communication. And eventually you'll end up where you need to be. Sometimes it takes a couple of months, sometimes it takes a year, but eventually you'll get there. I got 20 saying someone gonna ask if their age they can go pro. What age is too old? Actually, Garrett, somebody came in here 56 years old from the Bronx and wants to learn and didn't ask me if he was too old. He asked me where do I begin? And that's the kind of questions I like. He just told me and he just wants to learn. And that's how you do it. You know what I'm saying? You don't come in here with any unrealistic expectations. You just want to learn. He did say he wants to fight like James Toney though, so he does have some big expectations. I ain't gonna lie, but it's all good. It's good to want to have some high goals. If you had a chance to coach one of the Paul brothers or their opponents, absolutely. Why not? Why wouldn't I take the press and the media that comes with that? Why wouldn't I? And why wouldn't I want to see if I can help somebody in those situations get better? It's a challenge for me as a coach. It's great exposure for me. I would definitely do it without a doubt. What's your thought on the slap hook, the way Adrian Broner throws it? I think that a lot of fighters slap with their hooks. It's just habits that get ingrained in them and then they can't break out of it. You know what I mean? Guys don't, you know what I mean? They just don't turn the punch in the way they're supposed to. And then eventually they find success with it only because they're athletically gifted. And sometimes you got guys slapping with the hook. Slapping with the hook's not something that, we look to do. I've slapped with the hooks. I've hit the heavy bag and looked at myself hit the bag and say, "Oh no, that was a slap. That wasn't good. I gotta do that again." You know what I'm saying? If nobody's correcting you though, if nobody's working on it, that eventually it becomes an ingrained habit. And once you got a habit, it's hard to break a habit, right? Habits are hard to break. You know what I'm saying? So you have to try to constantly work on your form and technique. And the moment you stop working on your form and technique starts to deteriorate. So form and technique is one of those things in boxing you're gonna always, always work on. always work on. It's probably the most non-spoke about part of training that people don't speak about enough. Everybody wants to teach you how to slip a right hand, throw a left hook, how to slip a jab and dig to the body with a shot, or how to do different things. And the key is working, sharpening the tools you already have, sharpening your jab, sharpening your cross. You know what I'm saying? Sharpening your hook, making sure that you're throwing that thing like you mean it, making sure that you're landing that thing with your knuckles. These are the things that get overlooked because after a while, guys stop working on the fundamentals and they just skip right into oh, we're going to have a strategy for this guy. Well, you can have all the strategy you want, but if your weapons ain't good, it ain't going to matter, right? You can have a strategy in war, but if you ain't got the right ammo in your gun, you know what I'm saying? What good is it? If you ain't got the right guns, what good is it? If you don't practice how to shoot, it don't matter what guns you got. You know what I'm saying? You got the best guns in the world if you can't use them. So you have to work on your basics over and over and over and over. And I think at some point in some of these guys' career, they just build certain habits. Michael Harris, I've seen this question 3 times. You got to ask the questions with a little more enthusiasm. I got block punches inside boxing. Like you're not even putting effort into the text, Mike. You got to put some effort into the text, not just pop in here, block inside punch in boxing. You know what I mean? But I have a course that I just dropped today called How to Box on the Inside. Check that out. We talk about all of that. Everything's in there and it's 75% off. You know what I mean? Blocking punches on the inside. I have learned a lot from coaches, etc. Yes, sir. Let me see here. I'm trying to go back up. Carlito, sir, I don't know if you're still in here, but I'm gonna go pop on this question. If some dude came to your gym that has no experience in the sweet science, but shook your fighters in sparring, you're gonna support him even if he destroys the self-esteem of your folks? If some dude came into my gym with no experience and sparred my guys and started working my guys, but still wanted to train with me, hell yeah. Why not? Why wouldn't I? That means I got a new talent. That means my team got a new guy that we have to step it up to compete with. Absolutely, Carlito. We don't shy away from skills. I don't turn away guys because they're good. I want guys that are good. Oh, you're good? Get your ass over here. Be part of our squad. You're only gonna make us better. So to answer your question, absolutely, we'll take him in without a problem as long as he has no ego, as long as he's supportive of the team, as long as he understands how we operate and work, and he doesn't think that he's, you know, bigger and better than the group, maybe because he had a good day in sparring. If he's wanting to be a team player and he still wants to learn and he wants to get better, absolutely, I'm gonna take him on and I'm gonna use him as the forefront to my guys. Like, hey, we got somebody in the team who's actually better than us. We should learn from him too. All right, so I need you guys working hard. I need you guys keeping up with him. All right, he came from somewhere else, and apparently this guy is super sharp. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, give me 1 second, guys. I got a black. I don't know what happened, but I think I fixed that. But to answer your question, absolutely, we'll definitely take that guy on without a problem. That's that McDonald's Wi-Fi. McDonald's got good Wi-Fi. I don't know what you talking about. You know what? I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm not a historian of the old school the way I should be. Um, so I have conversations with my man Billy Briscoe all the time, who's a freaking boxing encyclopedia, especially for the old school. And we have conversations and conversations, and he'll bring up a lot of these names. And I always mean to go back and look at these guys, and I don't. But Ezra Charles, Archie Moore, Burley, legends of the game, and I would have to study them a little bit more. So I'm not gonna say I'm not a fan, but I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know all their fights and everything they do. That's an area of boxing that I should strengthen up. If I had to say what's my weakness, it would be being a historian. I'm not really a historian of the sport. So I would have to definitely strengthen up my historic boxing knowledge for sure. Coach, who is a current fighter whose punching technique impresses you in terms of speed, fluidity, and defense? I like Jerron Boots Ennis. I think Jerron Boots Ennis is a fantastic, fantastic young fighter. He's from Philadelphia. Not saying that because he's the local guy. I'm saying that because I think this guy is the real deal. I think Jerron Boots Ennis does everything that we could want as boxing fans. He punches hard. He has good skills. He can fight southpaw and orthodox. He's mobile. He's not scared of a fight. He's ready to brawl if he has to. He seems to have a good chin. He got cracked a few times and he handled it well. So I'm a big fan of Jerome Boots Ennis. I think that I also like Shakur Stevenson. I think Shakur Stevenson has some really, really nice technique. I think he's very good. I would like for him to use more upper body movement, but as far as his technique goes, fantastic. I'm also a fan of Teofimo Lopez, who's fighting this weekend. I think Teofimo has some really good things to him. Um, I like Canelo Alvarez, of course. Canelo Alvarez has some really, really good technique, good upper body movement. So there's quite a few guys out there right now. I must say, there's quite a few guys out there that can really fight their asses off. I ain't gonna lie. Gotta head out, but thanks for the stream, coach. Appreciate the knowledge as always. No problem. Yes, man. Listen, I appreciate you coming in. 2 hours and 7 minutes, man. Unbelievable. What time is it, man? 2 hours and 7 minutes. I just been in here chopping away, talking away, man. And you guys are still in here, man. What can I say? I want to say thank you for you guys uh for coming in here. So thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Why do some fighters only slip and guard without countering or punching back after their opponent's punch? I just think that it's the lack of confidence. I think that some guys aren't confident to take the shot. You know what I mean? They're just happy that they didn't get hit. You know, it takes a little bit extra confidence to slip and punch off the slip. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you an example. If you throw a right hand and I slip and I throw a left hook to the body, bang, common counter, right or wrong. Can I get a yes? Very common, commonly taught, I should say. Someone throws a straight right hand, I slip, I dig the hook to the body, bang. Right? You guys recognize that? Okay. Now, that's a nice counter in theory. Someone throws a right hand, I slip. As I'm throwing their left hook to the body, they throw their left hook to the head. Bang. Even if my hand is up, potentially can crack me on the top of the head. Okay? So, because if I throw a right hand, right, I'm the guy now throwing the right hand. If I'm throwing a right hand, boom. and the guy slips, I chop down that left hook. Okay. Now, you have to say to yourself, I can understand why a guy might just slip the right hand and pivot, because the fact that I got away from the right hand, I can pivot. And when I swing that foot around, now we reset. Or I can slip the right hand, and when he throws a left hook, I can roll under the left hook, and then I can slide out to my right, step in smothered, hit him with a right hand. Different options. Okay. So the point of me saying this is it takes confidence, timing, precision to get those counters off. On the mitts, all day long, right? Looks easy. In a fight, not so easy, because you got to understand, you might slip one punch, the next punch comes. You might slip two punches, there's still two more coming. So you have to understand that as well, guys. So the reason why guys don't slip and counter is confidence to be able to do it. Maybe they don't feel that they got the timing down yet. Maybe they don't feel that this the time is the right time yet. So it takes time. That's why I always talk about picking up on the patterns. You know, I made a video that's on my how to set traps and counter punch video, and I actually released part of it on my TikTok or whatever. And I talk about slipping the jab and coming back with the right hand. Very common. Very common. Someone throws a jab, I slip outside the jab, I come back with the right hand. But then somebody say, yeah, but if you slip the jab, you're in a bad position. If they come with their right hand, they can crack you. You're right. You're absolutely right. I'm not debating that. But this is the thing. You have to slip the jab at the right time and come back with that shot at the right time. It's not just about what's the risk. It's about when do you do it? When do I do it? Okay, well, I'm going to do it when I feel like this guy's only throwing a single jab. So now that I know he's only throwing a single jab, I slip and I come back with the shot. But if I don't know what he's doing and I just slip, crack, you get knocked out. You see what I'm saying? So you don't just do moves, because everything in boxing there's a counter for. If I throw a jab, you can counter that thing. You can counter a jab about 20 ways. We talk about it on how to set traps and counter punch. Okay? I got like 20 ways you can counter the freaking jab by itself on that tutorial. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stop throwing jabs? No, you feint the jab, you give them a little shake, right? Someone throw you weight, and then as soon as you feel it, boom, you work it. As soon as you feel it, boom, you work it. As soon as you feel it, you feint it, boom, you work it. You don't just go out there and jab. You go out there and jab, guy slips and counters you, you're done. You know what I'm saying? But if I feint the jab, see his reaction. Okay, he likes to counter back with a jab. All right, I know what he does now. Right? If I go like this to you, I feint you, and your reaction is to catch a jab, fire a jab. Common counter. So now, when I throw that jab, you throw the jab, I slip, I come back with my right hand. Nice setup. I just set you up because I picked up that every time I go like that, you come back with your jab. So now that I know that's what you like to do, I'm gonna give you that jab. You go to counter, one bang. I literally posted a video of one of my friends, Ricky. One of my friends posted. Which fighter was it, man? I got so many fighters that I'm friends with. I think it was Lopez, my boy Lopez. And he literally did it. He threw the jab to the body. Yeah, Ricky Lopez. He threw the jab to the body. The guy went to counter him. He slipped. He came right back on it. It's on my Instagram. Go check it out. Got a bunch of engagement. Now, could he have gotten countered if the guy threw the 1-2? Probably, yes, he could have. Of course. Can you throw if you throw a right hand to my head and I slip and I dig your body, can I land that? Of course. But can you set me up by throwing a right hand, giving me the shot so I can slip it on purpose, and then so you can drive down with your left hook? Of course. Of course you can. You see what I'm saying? Of course you can. For all the boxing experts who always got something to say, I'm not debating with you. The game is chess, though. We're not playing checkers. It's about setting it up. It's about picking up on the patterns. You feel me? Too many times everybody thinks there's one way to do something. Like, no, cut it out, bro. I could pull up 20 world champions right now. They all fight different. We can go in history right now, pull up your 20 favorite fighters of all time. They all fight freaking different. So what is who like you feel me? Come on, man. Let's cut it out. Let's be real here. But anyway, um, that's why some fighters don't slip. You feel me? I go, man, I be bugging, man. I keep going and going and going, man. This is crazy, man. I be going in. But I hope that answers your question. Coach Anthony, what's the importance of jumping rope and can it substitute running as both are cardio exercises? I'm gonna say jumping rope is important. I'm gonna say it can help substitute some of the effects of running. Like maybe if it's raining outside and you know what? Let me be careful how I answer this question. It can if done correctly. It can if done correctly. You know what I'm saying? It can definitely substitute if done correctly. The problem is most guys don't do it correctly. Most guys don't do it with enough intensity. Most guys aren't picking their knees up, really running in place as they're jumping their rope. So it can help for sure. It helps with weight loss. It helps with your rhythm. It helps with your calf muscles. It helps with your boxing footwork for sure. But to get the effects of running, you're going to have to jump rope very intensely because running can get intense. And running, you're using a lot of your legs. You know what I'm saying? You're picking your legs up. You know, your legs are coming off the ground. You're using your upper body. You're moving your torso. You're doing all these things. If you're going to jump rope like that, you really got to be jumping, doing your doubles and everything else. So, you know, it's one of those things where if you do it correctly, you can get great benefits from it. If you half-ass it, well, you're not going to get the great benefits from it the same way you can from running. Running can be very hard on your knees, very hard on your joints. Jumping rope isn't. So that's a benefit of the jump rope. But if you're totally healthy, I recommend both. How do you counter the counter of the counter of the counter from the How do you counter the counter of the counter of the counter from the original punch? Pick up the patterns. Yeah, Garrett. There's one answer to this, and it's in the Set and Traps video course. Good answer, Eugenie. You're hired. You're officially a moderator. We're firing Garrett as a moderator, and we're hiring Eugenie as the official moderator. Great job, great answer. Guys, if you go to the website, CoachAnthonyBoxing.com, the CA Black Friday 75 sale, save 75% on all my courses, all my bundles. We're going to have a lot of fun on that CA boxing community, guys. If you guys can't tell, we're going to have a great time. It's going to feel nice and private. We're going to cut out the fluff. We're going to get to the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm super excited, man. We've been on here for 2 hours and 17 minutes. It's only 12:36 though. So it's still relatively early, man. I mean, I've been on here as late as 4 in the morning doing these damn courses. So these lives, I should say. So I ain't mad. I'm definitely ain't mad. But we've been on here for quite a while, for sure. And it's officially Black Friday. It is officially Black Friday. A lot of people are dropping their sales today. We've had the sale going since Wednesday. Coach Andy, do you have a coaching course for coaches? Not yet. Coming soon. Coming soon, champ. And I told you 2022, man, I got a lot of new stuff for you guys to look forward to. A lot of the courses that I've had on my website, I've had them on there for quite some time. So next year, we're going to spice some things up with some new content. I've been shadowboxing while listening to you guys chop it up. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. See, that's dope. You just inspired me to keep doing this, man. You just inspire me. Gary Groover told me that I should do double days December. As if No Days November wasn't enough, he wants me to come on 2 times a day in the month of December. Like, let me ask y'all a question. How do y'all feel about me coming on live daily? I really want to know your honest opinion. How do you guys feel about me coming on live daily? Are you guys enjoying it? Is it a bit too much? Can you guys do without it? Is once a week better, twice a week? Give me a true, honest opinion on how you guys feel about that. Now I'm the one asking the Q. I need you guys to give me the A now. Say less. I'm here checking out your content. Literally found your video 5 minutes ago. Boom, you're live. So no, YouTube did their thing with the algorithm. YouTube did their thing with the algorithm. Okay, so you found me through the algorithm, Nicholas. Is that what you're saying? Thanks to YouTube? Because I feel like the live sometimes don't get the views that I want them to get. Oh, I don't know, G. I don't know, Garrett. Joe said twice a week would be good for him. He's good only seeing me 2 times a week. He don't need that twice a day. He said 2 times a week. Ladies and gentlemen, man, I need a real answer. Am I going, No Days November, we're finishing that. You know what I mean? I made a commitment to you guys, whether you want me here or not, I'm here. But for December, do you think that going live every day would be too much, or I should cut it back and just do a couple of days a week, like my man Joe, like my man Joe just recommended? 3 times a week. So we got 2 times a week. We got somebody else saying 3 a week. So 3 a week so far is working. Hippie said every day is better for the algorithm, but as long as you don't get burnt down, come as much as possible. Another one for 3 weeks. So that's 2 for 3 a week. John Smith said every day. So now we got 2 for every day. So it's between 3 and every day so far. Once in a while will probably be okay. I'll be too busy to watch every day. John said, you're going to get out work, boss. Daly said, Daly is good here. Okay, we got 3. Nicholas said 3 times by the way. Now 3 times is up by 1. It's between every day and 3 times a week right now. Every day and 3 times a week is a battle. So we're gonna see. But no days off November. No days off November is still rocking. I will be here tomorrow. We're gonna be here twice on Saturday for the Cambosis, whatever his name is, man. What's my man's name? Teofimo Lopez fight. You know what I mean? So that's what we doing. No days off ever. That's funny, yo. No days off ever. That's funny, yo. Yo, how many people want Gary Gruber to start his own comedy YouTube channel, man? Do y'all think he would be successful? Drop a comment if you think Gary Gruber would be a successful comedian on YouTube. Hey, Garrett, no days off ever, yo. Yo, y'all funny as hell, yo. Coach, can you do a non-contact reaction drills? Coach, could you do a video on non-contact reaction drills you could do with a partner besides the mitts? I want to feel sharp, but I feel like sparring 2 times a week is too much for a competition. I got you. I got a course that I'm going to put out on that actually coming soon. This is a tough question, man. Is going live every day too much, or is going live 3 times a week more appropriate, or 2 times a week more appropriate? That is the question. Who is Gardner? Love No Days Off November. I gained so much knowledge, man. Well, I'm glad you liked it, man. I'm glad you liked it, man. I appreciate that for sure. Let me look at YouTube, man. Now that my boy's saying that the algorithm pushed them over here, man, that actually makes me happy. That actually makes me really, really happy, man. Because YouTube has not been pushing the algorithm the way that I would like it to. Maybe I just got to keep grinding. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I just got to keep grinding. Let's see something real here, real quick. Go to my stories real quick. Tell you what, guys, I'm working hard, man, and I'm loving it. Every day, got to build a brand. You know what? You're right. I might go every day for December too, guys. I got like 7 days to think about it. No, actually, no, I don't. I got today, tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I got 5 days to think about it. I watch your videos before I head out to the gym almost every time. Thanks for all the knowledge and sharing. Shout out from Malaysia. Big shout out to you, Jan. I appreciate that, man. To get more fans, you have those Thriller events are great. Thriller, oh yeah. I thought you were talking about me for a second, Super J. Happy Thanksgiving, Coach. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, Matt. Appreciate it. And just so you guys know, man, CA Boxing 75, man. You owe CA Black Friday 75. I keep saying CA Boxing. CA Black Friday 75. Use that to get a discount on all the courses, man. It's not a game. Yeah.
You're getting like a 10 for 1 right now. This is boxing. This is the beauty of the sport. This is what makes you a pugilist, okay? Oh, beautiful. Keep it flowing.
Yes, sir.
Everybody wants to know how to box a southpaw. Everybody who's a southpaw wants to learn how to box the opposite stance. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna give away all the secrets. We're gonna teach you so many great things, man. And luckily, we got a guy right here who can box both stands, orthodox and southpaw, and fast in the chambers. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna learn a lot. You guys made a very wise decision. So let's not waste no time. Let's get right into it.
And never forget, Coach, Thanksgiving, etc. is every day. That's a fact, man. We can't just be thankful on Thanksgiving, but it's just that how we get busy. And when people get busy, it's easy to get unthankful, ungrateful. I know I'm guilty of it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times I gotta check myself. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, yo, I'm tripping, man. Like what I'm bitching about is so minor. Like I need to cut it. I need to cut it out. I need to be thankful. And I remind myself. You know what I'm saying? So it's just good to have a day. I really like Thanksgiving the most though, man, because you get a chance to spend time with family, eat great food. It kind of feels like a day off in a way. Um, but as you can see, we still working on Thanksgiving, man. We working into Black Friday. It is officially Black Friday, man. 47 minutes ago, guys. Today is the last day of the Black Friday sale. All right. I need you guys to go to the website. I need you guys to cop up. Today is the day, man. It's Black Friday. It is Black Friday. Matter of fact, I need to just post something right now for Black Friday, even though it's late. I really need to, man. Like, I'm tripping. I'm really tripping, man. This was dope about the lives. Y'all get to hang out with me and see me do stuff in real time. So I'm about to post something on my YouTube, on my not YouTube. Let's see here, man. There's so much stuff I got on my phone. You know what? I'll do this post later. I do need to post something though. I'll do it tomorrow during the day. Probably everybody's already got the itis from eating. There's no point right now. How long did it take you to get good at boxing? Happy Thanksgiving, man. You know, I've been working my whole life at boxing. Boxing is not something that comes overnight. You know what I mean? I've been working my whole life at it. And the last decade, I've just been working on teaching, right? I haven't been focusing on it myself for myself. So it just takes years, man. Everybody's different. There's no one answer. It took me a couple of years to really find myself. I'd say a total of like 5 years to really feel confident with it. And then, of course, I feel like I gotten better over the years. And of course, you know, when you stop doing it, you're not going to be as good as you was when you was doing it every day. But you constantly learn. You're going to learn boxing to the end of time. As long as you stay in it, you're always going to figure out a new little trick, a new little way to make it just a little bit more efficient. And that's what I've been doing over the years as a coach. Do you have a podcast? This has basically been the podcast, not an actual formal podcast yet, but I will be looking into that 2022 for sure. Three times a week, I see you right here. I think 3 times a week would be doable, but plus extra ones for the big fights. That sounds reasonable. That sounds reasonable. Right now, 3 times a week sounds like it's the winner. But you know, you never know. But yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna get out of here for a little bit. I think I'm gonna come back though. Man. I think I'm gonna take a little break, chill out for a second, and if I have an issue, I might get out here in like another hour or so. If not, I will see you guys for sure tomorrow, and we're gonna do this again. I'll probably get on here early tomorrow, and then throughout the whole day tomorrow, Black Friday, I want to be on here promoting quite a bit. So expect for me to be doing a lot of Q&As and a long live pause tomorrow. I'll be doing it. I'm gonna get off of here for a little bit, chill out, and like I said, if you have the bell notifications on, you'll get alerted when I come back on. Okay, guys. So I want to say thank you for everybody for the love and support. You already know. CA Black Friday 75, save 75% on all the courses. Let me go ahead and end you guys with one last commercial for the night, and see you guys in a little bit, or I'll see you guys tomorrow. Guys, my name is Coach Anthony. I've been a professional boxing teacher for over a decade. I've worked with numerous world-rated professional boxers, world champion boxers, and even amateurs at the Olympic level. Over the years, I've created courses that are going to help you improve in different areas of your boxing, where I teach boxing fundamentals, and I teach tactics, and I get in depth. Guys, there's going to be a link somewhere on the screen. I want you guys to click it because I'm giving a special offer. I need you guys to invest into yourself. You don't have to walk this boxing journey alone, guys. I'm here to help you, and that's what I really want to do. So click on the link, go ahead, invest into yourself, and learn how to box and stop trying to figure this out on your own. Boxing life.